until 6 p.m. We are streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter/X. YouTube at ESPN South Florida, and Twitter and Facebook at ESPN West Palm. We got Mike Rizzo, Colin, Russo, Christian Cat back behind the glass. As always, should be a fun program today. It is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. It's Super Bowl week. You got the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New England Patriots in just a couple days here. It is Santa Clara week, so a lot of these shows and everything is taking place in San Francisco. So you got all that action going on. So you're going to see all these players out and about. Maybe we'll get a couple guests throughout the week. Got a couple Super Bowl trivia questions to get to and a couple storylines to hit. Robert Kraft, now it is being – the thing is, bring it back a week when Bill Belichick did not get into the Hall of Fame about last Wednesday or Thursday as a first ballot Hall of Famer for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. An uproar. Whose fault is this? Was it Bill Polian? Did Robert Kraft had a hand in this? Comes out this week that Robert Kraft, on top of Belichick, is also being left out of the Hall of Fame in his first ballot. So that tells you a couple of things there, and it most notably tells you that maybe Kraft didn't have a hand in this as much as we thought he did. I know Mike and I both hypothesized that maybe there was something truth to that, to the fact that maybe Kraft wanted to get inducted in a separate year. But big story out of that is they're punishing the Patriots. And now 2 down, 1 to go when Brady comes up in here in 2-3 years. And now they're going to have a decision to make with him.
There's no way they leave him off.
Why do you draw the line at Brady and you don't do it with Belichick?
I'm with you. I also think a little bit had to do with the backlash that they received. I don't think they expected it was going to go that poorly,
maybe the
leaving
votes,
Belichick out.
And the one thing is maybe they're going to have to deal with that with Brady. Now, there's 2 ways to do it. They probably voted Belichick and Kraft at the same time. And now they're going to have to circle back at a year's time and think, boy, we made wrong decision number 1. Do you stick to your guns and make wrong decision number 2? Or do we right or wrong?
I don't think they're going to do it with Brady. I agree with you that it would be on par and it would probably be total justice served. You left off the coach for cheating. You left off the owner for being, the owner of the team that was cheating. And then the face of the Patriots for almost 25 years in Tom Brady. The problem is he is the greatest quarterback of all time. Like I know everyone kind of has their goats. The people who watched in their younger days in the 80s will tell you Montana. Some people will tell you John Elway. Well, I think according to Super Bowls and according to playoff wins, Tom Brady is the greatest of all time. And he is my GOAT because I really started watching the NFL in 2002. I didn't know the NFL without Tom Brady, quite honestly, until a couple of years ago. So that's why I think they put him in. Because he's Tom Brady, he's TB12, he's on Fox.
Just first ballot. He's going to get in. It's a matter of if they give him the luxury of first ballot.
Apologies, context. First ballot. They will give him that. They will. And everyone's going to be crying, well, it's not fair to Bill. It's not fair to Bob Kraft. I'm speculating. I'm completely speculating. But I think a lot of it had to do with Polian and Kraft. And I don't think they expected Colin the backlash.
Well, remember,
they probably didn't expect, obviously there was going to be some uproar, but, they didn't expect it to be front and center headlines for a week straight, which it was. And, my family group text arguing about it if he deserves it or not. I mean, it was a topic of conversation with every sports fan around the country.
Yeah, it's tricky. I tend to agree with you that if there's a way to right the wrong, 2 wrongs don't make a right. You don't have to stick to your guns. But if they are that adamant and locksteady in their belief that Belichick did not deserve a first ballot in punishment of Spygate and or Deflategate, and clearly Robert Kraft getting thrown in there, you could bring up a couple of things. You could bring up those specific situations that we talked about, or you could talk about the off-the-field stuff that obviously we don't need to get into with Robert Kraft. I don't know if those have something to do with it.
Is Brady not the poster boy of the NFL, though?
Yeah, and that's another thing. Brady's got good relationships with everybody.
Right.
Everybody likes him.
That's why he will get a first ballot, is because I think
politics attached.
He has good relationships with everybody. He has a good standing with everybody, maybe outside of angry old man Bill Polian.
Now, the one thing is it's unfair that Robert Kraft did also not get in because he has, 12 Super Bowl appearances. Yeah. He's got 6 trophies.
I think
he's been to the Super Bowl now with 3 coaches and 3 quarterbacks. Did it with Bledsoe and Parcells. Did it with Brady and Belichick. And now he's doing it with Vrabel and May. If anybody, he is the constant in this situation. And Jerry Jones is in. And Jerry Jones has done nothing. since 1995. So it's just not fair to see him get left out. I don't think two wrongs make a right there, but it sounds like the committee made a decision to leave out the Patriots brass.
And Kraft is a great story, right? Kind of not growing up with a lot of self-made man, a self-made story. I have a real issue with how he treats Bill. And granted, in that fight, Colin, between Kraft and Belichick, I lean Bill. I lean the coach who handled the football side of the Patriots for 30 years. Like, imagine being, and listen, I know Kraft went to Super Bowl with Parcells and Bledsoe. Like, I get all that. He had minor success before Bill came, but he didn't have to worry about the football side for 30 years. Like, that's why I lean Belichick more than Kraft. But it's hard to sit here and say that because they're back in it this year. I could tell you how the Patriots played nobody, whatever. That'd be unfair. You know, I am a Bill Belichick believer more so than the owner. Did the owner do a good job of identifying Belichick? No, it was an ugly situation when Bill originally got hired in New England. He was supposed to go to the Jets. He didn't go to the Jets, and he goes to the Patriots.
They both deserve to be in.
They do, and I think it goes back to Kraft not wanting to go in with Bill. All of a sudden, Bill doesn't get in. Big you-know-what storm that came with that. All right, let's take a step back, and I won't get it. You know, I'm speculating. I don't know who the hell voted for this or not, but it seemed like a bunch of angry old men decided not to let Bill Belichick in. They didn't expect it to be the outcry to be as bad as it was.
They might have voted at the same time. I imagine the voting happened at the same time. So they made that decision with Kraft and Belichick. It just came out at different times.
Yep. I don't know. I think a lot of this is saving face to me, and I'm completely speculating there. I think a lot of it is saving face.
They pick and choose when it's a time to, all right, well, yeah, they did something wrong. Therefore, both of these people, Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick, outperformed the blemishes on their resume.
Right.
They outperformed Deflategate. They outperformed Spygate. Brady's in that situation as well. Brady outperformed more than anybody Deflategate. They're better than that. So it's just, I understand it's blemishes. It's this, that, and the other. They didn't win as a result of these situations. These were singular situations. Mm-hmm. So it makes the Hall of Fame look worse, and the Hall of Fame looks bad.
And I think the NFL was, I didn't think they liked the publicity of getting compared to the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame, the bias that comes attached to it. The NFL, I told you this, what was it, Kyle, last week when the Belichick story dropped? Like, the NFL was kind of the standard when it came to Hall of Fames. Like, the NBA lets too many people in. Major League Baseball doesn't let anybody in. And the NFL is kind of like, all right, they kind of do things the right way. And then they don't put Bill Belichick on the first ballot. Shula, Noel, and who was the third? Don Shula, Chuck Noel, and I can't remember the third coach.
You're talking about the three coaches who got in first ballot? Tom Landry.
Thank you. And Belichick, in my honest opinion, is better than those three gentlemen, with all due respect, and I am a very big fan of the Shula family.
Super Bowl week, Seahawks, Patriots. In the spirit of Super Bowl week, I got a little trivia. You want to have some fun here, Mike?
Yeah, and I'm going into this completely blind. I heard that you tested.
Well, loop in Christian, too. I'd like to see you both work together on this.
I heard you tested this out on a couple of teammates. They really liked the questions.
Well, I'm curious because I heard about it a little earlier today, and I wanted to do my own deep dive into it. So we got two questions we could possibly do, and we could loop in callers if you guys are stumped at some point or the other. There is one related to quarterbacks and one related to coaches. Which one would you like to do first?
Let's try coaches. Coaches
sure?
are going to be harder.
Coaches one is the harder one.
That's right. I want to start with the harder one.
You sure? All right,
Christian, do you want to go harder or easier first?
Your call.
I like the harder one first.
All right. Let's do this. There in the Super Bowl era, we'll count it as we've seen it in the last, 60 some odd years. There have been 11 coaches that have won a Super Bowl, head coaches, that have won a Super Bowl, and they never coached another game for another franchise. And that is as a head coach, not an assistant. Only have coached for the team they won a Super Bowl with, period, point blank, 11 total in the history of the NFL. Super Bowls we were talking about.
Couple questions here.
Go ahead. Before we get started, ask clarifications.
When you say never coached, like coordinator or just head coach?
Just head coach.
Just head coach.
And you're also not saying that they didn't coach another game.
They coached another game. They could coach another game after. They could coach another game before. Not with another franchise as a head coach.
Okay.
11 in the history in the NFL, and I'll eliminate one right now because it's going to come up. John Harbaugh, since he is hired by the New York Giants, does not count. All right?
I've got one, Mike.
So he will not be on this list.
Go ahead, Christian.
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin is one.
Yes.
So you nailed one. And how about this? Mike Tomlin's one. There are 2 current coaches on this list. So you have one of the 11. This is coaches in the National Football League who have won a Super Bowl and never coached another game as a head coach. And John Harbaugh's not in this list with another team. All right.
Well, McVay is the next one.
McVay's one of the 2. McVay's one of the 2 current coaches who has not yet, at least, coached another game as a head coach for a team.
Christian, I need some clarification here.
Why are you asking me?
Because I want to brainstorm with you before we submit the answer. Andy Reid.
You could get him wrong.
Andy Reid coached the Eagles.
Right.
But Andy Reid won a Super Bowl with Kansas City. And he
has
not coached another team since
So he
Kansas
doesn't
City.
apply.
It's not about since. It's period in their careers. Sirianni's number 3.
All right.
You nailed the 2 current coaches, and then Tomlin technically is number 3 since he has not been signed by another team.
Christian, you were a little young. I believe Brian Billick could be one for the Ravens in the early 2000s.
I like that answer.
Let's go Brian Billick.
You nailed 4 out of the 11.
Okay.
Brian Billick only coached for 4 seasons.
I've got a question for you, Mike.
Yes.
Who's the guy that's on the CBS desk? Was a coach for the Steelers. Tough guy. Built that roster, handed it over to Mike Tomlin.
Bill Cowher. And that is a correct answer. Bill Cowher, Colin.
Bill Cowher is a correct answer.
All
That is
right.
5 of the 11. And Brian Billick coached 9 years, not 4 years. I'm thinking of somebody else.
Okay, no, all good. Is Bill? I think Bill didn't coach another team.
I thought he for the Browns. He wasn't the head coach there.
Yeah. Jeez,
That's a miss.
that is that's
No,
a
he
miss.
asked me. He asked me. That was not a submission.
So you have 5 of the 11 coaches
keep on
who have
forgetting.
won
Now-
Super Bowls and have not coached another game for another franchise. You already have nailed a couple of them. You've nailed Cowher, Tomlin, McVay, Sirianni,
So I looked this.
and Brian Billick.
I looked up Lambeau. I looked him up beforehand, not before for this at all. And he coached with one other team, like at the tail end of his career. So he's not an answer either.
And Christian,
Curly
I'm
Lambeau never won a Super Bowl.
and I am sorry. I keep on forgetting like before.
Yeah.
You know
Are you
what I
talking
mean?
about
That's the
Lombardi or
one I
Lambeau?
keep forgetting.
Lombardi. That's
You're
what I was
talking about
thinking
Lombardi.
of.
Lombardi
Now,
coached the Redskins, so he would
Christian-
not be included.
Christian, can we brainstorm a bit?
Sure. Let's go back to Super Bowl champions.
Jimmy Johnson?
I don't know who else he would have coached for.
Because he went from the U to the Cowboys. And remember, Jerry got rid of him, and, it was a big you-know-what storm. Now, my age is showing if he coached another NFL team.
Wouldn't he have been highly sought after if it went poorly with him in Dallas?
I think he just retired. Wasn't that the story that he just straight up
Okay.
retired
Jimmy
after?
Johnson, I'm okay with that submission.
Jimmy Johnson, final answer.
Jimmy Johnson is incorrect.
Who'd he coach?
Oh, I
Cal?
thought that was it. Okay.
Who'd he coach?
He went from the U, like Mike said, to coach the Dallas Cowboys, and he went right back and coached the Dolphins.
Darn it. And
A lot
I
of
know
listeners are mad at us right
exactly.
Yeah,
A
Jay,
lot
the
of
Dolphin fans are not happy about that.
I'm so sorry.
Coached the Dolphins for about 3-4 seasons after that. Late
gosh.
90s.
All right.
So, by the way, you have 5 of the 11. You have Brian Billick, Bill Cowher, Mike Tomlin, Sean McVay, and Nick Sirianni for coaches who have won a Super Bowl and had not coached for another NFL franchise in their career.
Christian, how confident?
Head coach.
And once again, another Cowboy. Was it Tom Landry? Maybe. Did Tom Landry do his whole career?
I know you're looking for
the Cowboys.
for
I'm
help with
I'm
me,
looking
and I
for
got
help.
nothing, dude.
Brother, I'm
Like,
looking for help. I need help.
Your guess is as good as mine. Tom Landry was my grandpa's days.
I think Chuck Noll could be on this list. If we're circling back around to Hall of Fame coaches, I think Chuck Noll, he was there forever. He was with the Steelers forever. Was he a head coach before Pittsburgh?
Submit the answer.
Chuck Noll.
Chuck Noll is correct. That is
Yes.
6 of the 11.
Come on.
3 straight Steeler coaches who
Yeah.
have coached and won Super Bowls and never coached, at least to this point, to this date, in Tomlin, have never coached another game for another
Come on now.
All right, so who are some other Super
Hang
Bowl
on,
champions?
hang on.
Maybe there's one
I got
modern one that we're not thinking
I
of.
got one, and it is modern. I think Tony Dungy.
Ooh.
Could that count? Because
Ooh.
Dungy won with Indianapolis But did he coach? Was he a head coach before? Why do I think he was with a Florida team like the Buccaneers or something before he went to Indianapolis?
I'm okay with Tony Dungy as
Are
an
you?
answer.
I don't remember his stops before because I remember I told you I started following football at 8 years old in 2002 when the Browns lost at Three Rivers Stadium to the damn Squealers. But I'm going to go with Tony Dungy, Colin.
Tony Dungy is incorrect.
Yeah.
Tony Dungy was
Buccaneers
the year before they won the Super Bowl, and Gruden took over the year after, and they won it in 2002.
Christian, go with your gut, Riz.
It's funny. I see that we have comments. I can't see what the comments are. I know people are lighting up the chat with their answers, but
And if you
I'm not taking your
remember,
help.
you could always call to the phones if somebody wants to chime in. 888-760-3776. You have 6 of the 11 coaches who won a Super Bowl with their team and had not coached another game as a head coach with another franchise. This could be before or after. You have 6 of the 11. You have Brian Billick, Bill Cowher, Mike Tomlin, Sean McVay, Nick Sirianni, and Chuck Noll.
Now, hang on. What about John Madden? Because he won with the Raiders, I believe, in 81, 82. Won with the Raiders. Did he coach anywhere before or after the Raiders is the real question.
I think we fire away. Madden sounds like a good answer to me. Don't be trigger shy. We got this.
Yeah.
John Madden is correct.
Yes!
7 of the 11.
Yes!
It was not 81. That was another coach's teams.
Sorry.
But he won in 76.
76. Okay.
And you're right. He only coached his entire career with the Raiders.
Okay, so we were on number 8.
Do you have 8? You need 4 more.
So
You had 7 of the 11.
we nailed McVay. I'm
No
literally,
more current day coaches.
but I'm literally just straight up looking at the teams on the NFL list just to
While you're doing that, do you want to phone a friend? We've
Yeah.
got friends that are phoning in.
Yeah.
How about Denny? Denny,
All right.
what's up, my man?
And
Denny, you can give an answer, and if you get one right, we'll continue on.
Denny, do you want to hear the guys we already have before you make a guess?
I believe I heard them all. I believe it's the coach from the St. Louis Rams on the Greatest Show on Turf with Kurt Warner, more senior.
So I could correct him for here. Is Denny you said?
Yes.
Yeah,
Denny, you were incorrect. Dick Vermeil coached that team, and he coached with the Philadelphia Eagles. He bounced around. He was only with the Rams for about 3-4 seasons in that 99 season. Good guess.
Thank you, Denny.
Good guess.
Now, Christian,
888-760-3776. Go, Mike.
recent, like I'm looking at like Tampa Bay, they won with Gruden. He coached somewhere else. The Saints, obviously they won, but he's coaching the Broncos right now.
Arians.
Yeah, hang on. Was he he was an offensive coordinator for the Steelers for years, but was he ever a head coach before?
Ooh.
Maybe the Titans?
I think we sent it with Bruce Arians.
Okay, Bruce Arians.
Incorrect.
No!
Bruce Arians famous to coach the Arizona Cardinals with
That's
Carson
it.
Palmer.
How famous was it, if I didn't know?
Larry Fitzgerald overtime game against the Packers.
Why did I think? Hang on.
So Bruce Arians is incorrect.
Big Mike McCarthy, obviously not. He's still coaching.
And he coached for the Cowboys as well.
Now,
So you get 7 of the 11.
where are my Eagle fans? Colin, actually, you can't participate. And Christian, did the Eagles? I'm so sorry to Johnny O'Terry, our MC here. Did the Eagles win a Super Bowl before 17 and 16? I cannot remember.
No.
No? That was their first Super Bowl ever in 2017 with Nick Foles.
Dougie P.
A city of losers.
Okay.
Dougie P.
Losers.
But Dougie P's not an answer.
Did Tom Coughlin coach Jacksonville after the Giants?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
He coached Jacksonville before the Giants, too.
He was
He was their first ever coach.
Who was?
We got some phoners.
Yeah. We need help.
888-760-3776. Christian, we'll go to the phone lines. We got 4 remaining of coaches who have won a Super Bowl with their specific team, and they had never coached another game for another franchise at any point in their career. They have 7 of the 11. Mike and Christian currently have Brian Billick, who did it in the 2000 Ravens. Bill Cowher, who did it in the early 2000 Steelers.
05.
Mike Tomlin, who of course did it with the Steelers and has not coached and has not been on another team. John Harbaugh's not on this list, all right, because he is on the Giants now.
Correct.
That is soon to be eliminated. Sean McVay and Nick Sirianni are the 2 current-day coaches on this list. Mike got 2 more on top of that, John Madden with the Raiders and Chuck Noll with the Pittsburgh Steelers from 69 to, I believe, about 89 when Cowher took over.
Yep.
888-760-3776. You have 4 remaining.
This is where not having Colin hurts. because I know this is like the 70s and the 60s. And
We've got callers lined up. Let's go to them now.
Yeah, please.
Christian, how about you take it away? Go ahead.
All right, Mikey T, what is your answer to contribute?
Oh, guys, I just heard you go over the ones you already had. I was calling in with Madden. I'm sorry.
It's okay,
Mike
Mikey
T, do you have another one? Do you have another one from the hit?
Not off the top of my head. Sorry.
Appreciate
Goodbye,
the call,
Mikey
Mike.
T. We appreciate
Love
you.
you,
You're in the
brother.
right place. We got David in West Palm Beach. David, what's up? What's your answer to contribute?
Hate to admit it, man, a Cowboy fan, Tom Landry.
Okay, didn't we?
I think we used Landry.
You did not
No,
submit
we did not
Landry.
submit
You did
Landry.
Landry, and you went to Knoll. He is correct. That is 8 of the 11.
Hey!
Is that Davey who joined us?
David, yep.
Good
Nice.
job, Dave.
My
Dave,
man,
do you have
David.
another one?
No, I wish I did.
Appreciate the call, David.
All right, we're going to rattle right through them because we got Steve-O in Palm Beach Gardens who wants to contribute. Was your answer Landry?
Steve-
Do we see your thunder?
Yeah, get 3 more.
Hey, guys.
Steve-O, what do you got for us?
I believe Joe Gibbs is on that list.
Ooh.
Joe Gibbs is correct.
Wow.
He only coached
Yes.
with the Washington Redskins. He left and then ended up coming back. Won 3 Super Bowls there. Joe Gibbs, an all-time coach. He is on the list. Never coached another game outside of the Washington.
By the way, I
Redskins.
do want to say Mike Sophia from Cacti Park. He also texted in Joe Gibbs.
Joe
All right.
So
Gibbs.
So we had
All
a
right,
couple.
So we got Steve-O still with us. Steve-O, you win, you stay on. Do you have another one guessed?
Oof.
we need 2 more.
That sounds like no.
2 more. Steve-O, we appreciate the call. Joe Gibbs is a good one. I didn't think you guys were going to get Joe Gibbs. That was a good one. That was a tough one.
Yeah, we didn't. Our wonderful listening fan
Now,
base did.
I do want to. Can Christian and I have half a point for Tom Landry because we
You
did
didn't
bring
submit
him
it.
up.
You did, and
We
then you
didn't
shifted
submit it,
to
but we
Chuck
did
Noll.
bring
You
him
did
up.
not submit it. You did not
No.
submit it.
All
So you
right,
got
no, you
9 of the
stickler.
11.
Who was the coach for the Giants? The Giants coach when they were winning with LT against the
Ooh.
Bills.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know
freaking,
who it is.
What's his name?
I don't know who it is.
Isn't he in the news
He's-
recently?
He's come up this segment.
Yes. What's his name?
Has he?
Polian?
No, it's not that angry.
no.
That angry
He's come
old
up
man.
this segment. This
Yeah.
is rough.
Parcells.
This is right
Is it
there.
Parcells?
Yeah, there we go.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
Bill
I'm
Parcells.
going through.
No, we just talked about
No.
Patriots. He's
and,
not
then
included.
and he coached the Cowboys. It is not Bill Parcells.
Okay, I have Hal in Florida who wants to chime in. What's
Hal.
up, Hal?
Hal, we got 2 left. Coaches who have won a Super Bowl and have not coached another game for another team. What do you have in mind?
Coach Ditka.
No, he coached the
Coach
Saints. He
Coach
coached the
Ditka,
Saints.
a good guess. Incorrect.
Thank you, Hal.
Thank you, Hal.
Mike Ditka is a good one because multiple people in the office actually guessed that throughout.
No.
And he coached the
Saints.
Yeah, he's Saints. He
Sorry.
did.
He
and he's
coached the
traded all the way for Ricky Williams, famously.
And hang on, Christian, I do not expect you to know this, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Who was Joe Namath's coach for the New York Football Jets when they won their lone Super Bowl?
John something.
John?
I don't know. That
Not
was
John.
Colin knows it. See, this is where we get burned. Colin is perfect. Colin is perfect for this segment to have on your side.
888-760-3776, number to get into the program. Super Bowl trivia. 9 of the 11 coaches are guests on who have won a Super Bowl and never coached another game with another franchise as a head coach. Christian Cat, the phone lines.
Chiming me on in is Larry and Boynton.
Larry,
we disqualified Harbaugh. We answered Billick, so it's not a Ravens coach. Who do you have to bring to the table?
Hispanic coach to ever win a Super Bowl. Flores for the Raiders.
Tom Flores is a good guess. Tom Flores is incorrect. He also coached the Seahawks.
Now,
So he is out. Good guess, though. That was a good
Christian.
one. He won in the later years with the Raiders as well.
who was Elway's coach when he won with Denver in the early 2000s? Who the hell was that?
90s.
Sorry, late 90s. Remember, they beat Brett Favre, and Holmgren was the coach for Green Bay, but I cannot remember the Denver Bronco coach who was Was that Mike Shanahan?
Give it a rip.
I think he coached the Redskins after that, though. I will guess Mike Shanahan, though.
Mike, you see, you got to trust your gut here
Okay.
because you
All
were
right.
100%
Fair enough.
right. It was Mike
count-
Shanahan who coached that
Nice.
Bronco team, but it was Mike Shanahan who also coached the Redskins after.
I just
He also coached, on top of that, the Raiders.
I'm
so Mike Shanahan is incorrect.
I'm talking to myself here because
Maybe we can get help from Petey, the fire marshal, who calls on in to help on out. Petey, what you
2
got?
left, Petey. What do you got?
Hey, how you doing, fellas? I got, how about Kansas City, Hank Scram?
Good one. Hank Scram is incorrect.
That was a little misdirection there.
You're
That was not
kidding
nice.
me.
Good guess.
Christian, did you get back? Did you get back to me on the New York Jets? Joe Namath head coach.
Hank Scram coached for a number of teams. Remember, he was with the Dallas Texans. They relocated.
Colin.
Hunts brought him into Kansas City, and then he actually
Hang on.
coached the Saints at the end of his career.
Vince Lombardi?
Vince Lombardi coached the Redskins right after the Green Bay Packers.
I thought maybe
correct.
I thought maybe I could sneak that in there. Maybe, you know.
Maybe Keith from West Palm can help us out.
Keith in West Palm, what do you got for us? 2 remaining coaches who have won a Super Bowl and had not coached another game for another team as a head coach. Who do you got for us?
I got Bill Walsh.
Bill Walsh is correct.
Nice. Come on, Keith.
9 years left. Somebody else took over and did not coach another game outside of the San Francisco 49ers.
Hang on. I think that other coach Colin isn't naming is maybe the
Misdirection.
answer.
Good guess.
Yeah.
Correct. 10 of the 11 coaches.
Now that I think about it, it's a little embarrassing I didn't get Bill Walsh. My father would be very disappointed in me.
I remember you got to think of
Very
just guys who
disappointed.
didn't coach another game.
But
It's tricky. There is a number of guys in this list who I went through all their careers, and there is a couple that really screwed me up because they had a year or two stint to finish off their careers.
Okay, maybe Bill in Palm City can bring us on home. We're kind of at a standstill
One
here in the
left.
studio.
Bill
One
in
left.
Palm City. What do you got for us?
Yeah. I joined late, so I'm not sure if you heard this one yet, but Tom Flores?
Tom Flores was already guessed. Incorrect. Good guess. Coached the Seahawks on top of this.
Can anybody get back to me on the New York Jets head coach? Anybody? I think it's him. Whoever the Jets head
In
coach
Super Bowl
was.
3?
With Joe Namath, man. I think it's that guy. I don't know his name.
888-760-3776, number to get into the program. Super Bowl trivia, we have 10 of the 11 coaches already done.
John in West Palm, you're up next. What's up?
Johnny.
The Jets coach, Weeb Eubank.
Weeb Eubank is the coach of the Jets in Super Bowl 3. Weeb Eubank is incorrect.
No!
Weeb Eubank
You're
also
wrong!
coached the Baltimore Colts
Darn it.
around when Don Shula did as well.
Fair play to who is
Great
that?
guess.
Yeah, that was. I
Good call.
Could not remember his name for
Good
the
call.
life of me.
888-760-3776. Weeb Eubank. That's a good pull for Super Bowl coaches if you
Yeah.
ever need one. Weeb Eubank. You
Weeb
got one
Eubank.
more, and I'm not giving any hints. Somebody's going to get
Colin,
this.
You're
I'm not giving any
cruel.
hints.
You are cruel,
I'm not giving
sir.
any hints. Somebody should get this one.
You are cruel,
Somebody
sir.
should get this one.
Are you kidding me?
Somebody should get this one.
No.
Somebody should. I'll wait here all day.
Okay.
I got no time. We will go past 6 o'clock.
Tucker, West Palm Beach, you're up. What you
Tucker,
got?
my man.
One more coach who have coached at Super Bowl, won a Super
All
Bowl,
right,
didn't
guys.
coach another team. What do you got?
1996 Cowboys, Barry Switzer.
Barry Switzer, who did coach the Cowboys and win a Super Bowl in that final year with Deion Sanders, is the final correct answer. 11 of 11.
How about that?
Barry Switzer. Good job, Tuck.
Thanks,
Excellent
Tuck.
job.
Now,
Famously got
thank
rid
you,
of Jimmy
gentlemen.
Johnson
Thank you, Tuck.
and brought in Barry Switzer.
Now, Switzer, he was Nebraska, too.
Oklahoma.
Sorry, one of those godforsaken
Oklahoma.
Big 12 teams. Forgive
Red,
me.
Middle America.
Forgive
easily
me.
confused.
Forgive me. I'm a Big Ten man.
Barry Switzer only coached 4 years for the Dallas Cowboys at the NFL level.
Now, I thought we did pretty good. All considering, Christian, you and I coming up with, what, basically 8, but we didn't submit Tom Landry.
The disaster pick was Bruce Arians, in my opinion.
I didn't think that was
Arizona.
bad.
Do you not remember Arizona? He was on Arizona. That was, 10, 12
you
years
wanna
ago?
know
Still
who I
wearing
think
the
of-
color red.
You want to know who I think of? Ken Wisenhout, former Steeler offensive coordinator who coached Kurt Warner in that Super Bowl.
Yeah, you guys did pretty well.
I
You know
thought
what?
we
I was
did all right.
impressed with
7.5.
Brian Billick. I was impressed with Brian Billick right
come
off
on.
the cuff.
Come on.
I was impressed with that right off the
come
cuff.
on. In the
Coached
division,
9 years. That was just
he
it.
terrorized me, my childhood before Harbaugh got there, and terrorized me for 20 more years.
Thank you to the help for all of our fans, viewers, listeners. I
No,
really
no,
appreciate
that's
it.
we have
just
enough
half of it.
We have another question we'll do in the second hour. So we have that. This one is
That's
also
just half of it.
This
If
one,
time allows, geez, Louise.
That's
you
just
go.
half of it, Christian.
good calls. Good
But
calls.
I'll tell you what, we've been talking about that big game, Colin. You could bet on that big game with our good friends at Hard Rock Bet. You don't want to miss the $7 million big game bonus party on Hard Rock Bet. Get your share of $7 million in bonus bets when you place a $10 big game parlay. Every same game parlay of $10 or more counts. win or lose. So make sure you get your parlays in. The more parlays you place, the bigger you share. So fire up the Hard Rock Bet app. Pick your big game parlay now. Once again, get your big game parlays ready to rock. Colin and I were going to be talking about this all week long, and you could do it with our good friends at Hard Rock Bet. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offered. Not a cash offer, and it is offered by our good friends over at the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE. That is 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
We'll take a timeout, but to put a cap on it, the 11 head coaches who in the Super Bowl era have won a Super Bowl as a head coach and did not coach another game for a different franchise at any point in their career. Chuck Noll, Tom Landry, John Madden, Joe Gibbs with the Redskins, Bill Walsh with San Francisco, Barry Switzer in the short stint with Dallas, Brian Billick in the short-ish stint with just the Ravens, Bill Cowher, Mike Tomlin, and the two current guys, Sean McVay and Nick Sirianni. Excellent job. Excellent question. Good job. We'll take a timeout here. That's Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Russo and Rizzo, ESPN 106.3.
The 4 p.m. hour on ESPN 106.3 is served by the Delray Beach Open. 140 miles per hour aces, parties, and all the good vibes. Get your tickets today at DelrayBeachOpen.com.
What's the Anna Jar and Levine difference? If you're the victim of a car crash, you will always speak to a lawyer. You'll always get the highest standard of care from our dedicated legal team, and we'll always fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. That's the Anna Jar and Levine difference. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Don't wait. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach.
The James Hardy Pro Football Hall of Fame Invitational returns March 6th through the 8th at the iconic Old Course at Broken Sound in Boca Raton. Watch NFL greats like Calvin Johnson, Lawrence Taylor, and returning champion Tim Brown compete with PGA Champions Tour stars including Ernie Els, Darren Clark, and two-time major champion Zach Johnson, who's making his PGA Champions Tour debut. Tickets start at just $36. Get yours now at JamesHardyInvitational.com. This is more than a tournament, it's the home of legends.
Hey, it's Tina. Okay, let's be real. When you need tires or a battery, you want someone you can actually trust, right? That's why I go to St. Lucie Battery and Tire. They've been keeping South Florida moving for over 50 years, and they're still family-owned. They've got all the big tire brands, plus batteries for pretty much everything. Their best price out the door guarantee means you know you're getting the best deal. So next time your car needs something, don't stress. Just go to St. Lucie Battery and Tire, slbt.com. Trust me, they've got you covered.
What would you do with an extra $700? You can earn up to $700 per year with Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Boost Checking pays 7.0 annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's up to $700 extra to do what you love. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit one checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
This Valentine's Day, give the one you love a gift with endless possibilities. Give a gift card to the Breakers Palm Beach. Breakers gift cards let you treat the one who matters most to the things they love the most, like irresistible oceanfront getaways, lessons at the Breakers' new golf and racket club, pampering at the exquisite spa, and shopping at the resort's stylish collection of on- and off-site boutiques. Gift cards may also be used for dining at the Breakers' renowned restaurants and bars, including Echo, Henry's Palm Beach, HMF, and Flagler's Steakhouse. What's even better, for a limited time, when you purchase a $500 gift card online at thebreakers.com, you'll receive an additional $50 on that card, compliments of the Breakers. This Valentine's Day, give the one you love a gift card to the Breakers Palm Beach and remind them why they fell in love with you in the first place. Visit thebreakers.com today.
This is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Well, listen up if you're in South Florida because the Delray Beach Open, the ultimate tennis party, is back and it's here. Don't miss today's top professional tennis stars and legends in downtown Delray Beach, February 13th through the 22nd. It's 10 days of 140-mile-an-hour aces, parties, and all the good vibes. Come for the nonstop action on and off the court. Snap pics and post memories at the DBO. Join us for a jam-packed week of ATP tennis matches where champions play and fans party. Tickets are on sale now. Go to DelrayBeachOpen.com. That's DelrayBeachOpen.com to check it out today. Looking forward to that. That will start in just about a week, and you'll have a lot of those big stars right down there at the Delray Beach Open Tennis Center, so go take a look on the app. You got Colin Russo and Mike Rizzo, Christian Cat. It is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. Little trivia. We'll get back into another big question, quarterback-related, in the second hour. So the coach one is already away and done with. That was an interesting question. I came up with that one on my own. And, sometimes I was going through. I was like, what's that second question I could do? That was the second one I put together. And I was very pleased that it was not too many coaches on the list.
I should have gotten Joe Gibbs and Bill Walsh. I should have got that. And I give I give Christian and I 7.5 because I said Tom Landry and I decided to go with Chuck Noll, and then I got sidetracked like a squirrel.
Yeah, I don't know names. Chuck Noll, I could pick out of a lineup, but I would not be able to place the name.
All right, fair enough. Well, in the meantime, it is that time of the week. Let's put together a little bit of a list. Not on the coaches' side of things. Let's put together on the food side of things. Let's do our top 10 presented by Good Greek Moving and Storage.
Who's moving up?
You know that they're not distracted.
Who's moving down?
I cannot take this serious. That's my personal opinion.
It's time for the Russo and Rizzo Power Rankings.
Yeah.
Presented by
Good Greek Moving and Storage. Your superhero movers.
All right. We have an interesting one this week. So last week, I believe I hockey subbed Christian out, and we did top 10 most rewatchable movies. And everyone had an opinion on it. I personally think Colin and I hit the list out of the park. I think that Revenge of the Sith should have been higher, but we move on. We're doing top 10 fast food joints. Top 10 fast food joints. Now, we need to get something out of the way. We're going to loop Christian into this, too. May I consider Chipotle a fast food joint? Is that right?
Why not?
Not fast food.
Why not?
Why not?
No drive-thrus.
And it needs to have a drive-through. That's the criteria.
It has to typically have a drive-through. I'm not talking Panera Bread in this. They sometimes have drive-thrus.
Christian, this is Christian's alleyway. Yeah, Christian said he's not good with names. He's good with this. He's good with this.
I personally think
I'm not going to be good
fast
at this.
casual.
I don't even.
It's okay.
It's like Five Guys.
And I
Five Guys does not count.
Correct.
No
Five Guys is in the same ballpark as.
There is no Five Guys drive-thrus.
Right. No.
Oh, okay. I don't know. All right. Other Shake Shack drive-thrus.
That one I'm not exactly sure. I don't think. Yeah. There's one in Boca. Does that one have a drive-through? I don't think so.
I'm going to look this up right now. Does Shake Shack have drive-thrus? Shake Shack does have drive-through locations over 30 countrywide. Is that enough? Is that enough for you?
That's enough. That's enough.
Over 30?
Only a little over 30, yeah. That's what it says.
No, that is not enough. That is a.
I think that's enough.
We're talking about the best fast food restaurants. We're talking about on the likes of the McDonald's of the world, the Burger Kings of the world. There's 30 within a 1-block radius in New York City of McDonald's. You cannot compare.
All right, listen. Let's start. I was thinking let's start from 1 and go to 10, but we're going to start with 10 and work our way up because it sounds like, listen, this is Christian.
We're going to have to move this around if we're going to have to start at 10.
I think this is Christian's wheelhouse. Personally, boys.
Yeah, I don't think we can go backwards here.
I think 1 through 10 has got to be the solution.
All right. Well,
I have a no doubt. Around our thing.
I have a no doubt number 1. I have a no doubt number 1, and I honestly don't want to hear any crap for it. I think it's Chick-fil-A, and I think it's the easiest thing on the list. I think Chick-fil-A is
I do not have a problem with this.
They got bodied in the chicken game, though. We've had encroachers in Palm Beach County, Raising Cane's.
I love Cane's. That was an Ohio State shtick before it went worldwide.
That's not number 1.
I'm not saying that Raising Cane's is number 1. I am using Raising Cane's as to discredit Chick-fil-A because you give me a bag of Chick-fil-A in one hand and a bag of Raising Cane's in another hand. I'm not going to jump for that white and red logo of Chick-fil-A. They can't conquer their own, kingdom.
What would you suggest is number 1 if you don't like Chick-fil-A here?
It's a great question, Colin.
Wow, you don't even have an answer.
You don't have an answer.
You don't have an answer?
I think I'm ringing the bell.
You're going to Taco Bell.
You got it.
This
you
is
think
this.
T-Bell?
I would
Terrible
adamantly,
quality.
I would adamantly go against this one.
Yeah, not number one. I think we hit the nail on the head with Chick-fil-A.
You. No one else brought up Chick-fil-A.
I agree
Colin.
with Chick-fil-A.
Colin.
I disagree with Taco Bell.
Too limited of a menu.
Listen, I'm a fan of T-Bell. The food quality is awful, and you regret it 10 minutes after, but it's good.
It's part
Bad
of the
food quality,
experience.
you regret it, but it's
They only have 4 core ingredients, yet somehow, some way, the geniuses at the Bell are able to sell you on a new product.
I love how you call it the Bell. Elite nickname.
They invented a Mountain Dew flavor.
Called the Bell? Oh,
Baja Blast
yeah.
would not
yeah.
be here without Taco Bell.
Well, listen.
The Cheesy Gordita Crunch has revolutionized fast food.
Dude,
you're right.
The Crunch Wrap
right.
Supreme.
I haven't had Taco Bell in years.
It's I'll say, like I said, dude, you feel awful after eating it, but my God, the 15 minutes of you stuffing your face with 8 different items, that hits. It hits. And like even the back end $2 burritos with the Fritos in it, oh my God.
Now,
Dude,
inflation has really hurt the appeal of Taco Bell. It was known as you walk in with $10 and you can walk away with the entire menu. And it's not like that anymore, which really does
Nowhere
give...
is. Nowhere is.
But Chick-fil-A
to be
isn't
fair.
that...
Is Jersey Mike's count?
No
Ooh.
drive-through. Christian, you set
True.
the parameters.
Good point.
You set the parameters
sorry.
of a drive-through.
Are you changing your mind?
But
You set the parameters
the
of a
Subway,
drive-through.
the Subway count.
They have
'Cause-
drive-thrus, right?
Do they?
Subway, it's spotty. There's one on South Military Trail that does have a drive-through, but is the least functioning drive-through
Dude,
that I've ever encountered in my life.
God, Colin, Christian is the cleanup hitter when it comes to fast food joints. He is Juan Soto in his prime with these fast food joints. Christian, I'm sorry, mate. I gotta do Chick-fil-A here.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I
so
gotta
what's
do-
number 2 then?
All right.
All right,
I will
T-Bell.
give you that.
I think if you're that adamant about Taco Bell, and like I said, you are the Juan Soto of fast food joints.
I think 30 Shake Shack should be enough, and 30 and Shake Shack should be
30,
2.
There's
Now-
50 states.
Can I ask you guys?
One
can
per
I
state.
can I sell you guys on something? Can I sell you Don Pablo's?
I don't know what the hell that is.
Never even heard of
All
it.
right.
No.
guys,
That's not
let me
making a
loop
list.
you-
That's
let me
not
loop
making
you-
a list.
Let me loop you into
Not
the
making a
lingo.
list.
Let me loop you into the lingo. All right. Don Pablo's is what we call at Ohio State McDonald's.
Oh.
I think McDonald's belongs very high on this list.
Legacy
Don
play.
Pablo's, seriously. The Big Mac is legendary. I could still house a Big Mac. I know the French fries, Christian, the quality has taken a hit over
Yeah.
the years.
The shrinkflation has hurt McDonald's a lot.
Yeah,
But-
the longevity's good. It's like Tim Duncan.
Dude,
It's
we
always
had- we had a
it's
sna-
always
hang
all
on.
NBA. It's never the never the best player in the league.
Remember when our marketing director and host of the Happy Hour, Christina Costanza, brought us in those snack wraps? Dude, I think we ate 5 each, Colin. I think you and I ate 5 each of those. Don Pablo's belongs high on this list. It does. And I will hear no slander about it. But if Christian wants to go with Taco Bell at 2, I'm completely fine with that. Dude, listen, like I said, probably 5 years sober, all right? But my God, when I'd be stoned to the gills with the boys going to the drive-thru at a Taco Bell, they didn't want anything better, right?
West Coast Tea has a problem with the parameters that I set.
The drive-thru.
Needing the drive-through. West Coast Tea, what's your problem with me needing a drive-through for it to count in this conversation?
Because it doesn't count, and you're eliminating a lot of good food places that are way better than the ones you're talking about.
That's fantastic, West Coast Tea. And when we do a top 10 rankings presented by Good Greek Moving and Storage, that is top 10 food places, we will patch you
Hold
through.
on. What about which one do you want to see included on this list that is discluded because of the drive-through?
I heard something about Chipotle not having a drive-through.
Yeah.
It's still fast food.
Dude, Chipotle. Listen.
They do have a Chipotle lane.
West Coast Tea.
They do have drive-through?
They have every once in a while they'll have a Chipotle lane. You got to check in the app.
So
Dude,
what is your deal about
Because it's not
drawing a line?
standard.
What is your
Chipotle, Qdoba, Moe's? They're not based on the drive-through game. They want you to come inside, say hello. There's a reason why it's welcome to Moe's.
Can I call myself out? I cannot tell you the last time I did an online order Chipotle.
I didn't, you said? You
I
always do?
I always do it.
Online.
If I get Chipotle, which is roughly twice a month, if I get Chipotle, I DoorDash it. I do not want to leave.
Dude,
I do not want to leave.
We thought that you were getting put through the ringer when it comes to finances because of how much you add to your bowl.
There's over 1,000 Chipotlanes.
I do not want to leave.
As opposed to over 10,000 Chipotles.
The issue is Chipotle would easily be number one here.
Look at many locations of Chipotle there are.
All right, we are, hang on, as the leader of our top 10 presented by Good Greek Moving and Storage, we are going to follow Christian's parameters. Listen, West Coast Tea, if you listen to the show, there is no bigger supporter in Chipotle in America than Mike Rizzo.
You have to expect a drive-through to be present.
But I will listen to Christian's parameters. And at number 2, we got to decide between Don Pablo's and
McDonald's. I would do McDonald's.
Okay. Really?
I personally think Taco Bell's
side by side.
I love McDonald's.
Miami, Notre Dame. Side by side, you're looking at Taco Bell, McDonald's, and you're picking McDonald's?
I'd pick McDonald's. Yeah. I would.
You know why? And you didn't try it when you were in Italy because they don't really have one at the Amalfi Coast. McDonald's in Europe, Mike, I'm telling you, it's Michelin star.
No.
Okay.
It is substantially better. It'd blow you away.
It
would blow you away.
Full of it.
You can get a filet. You can
You're
get
full of it.
You get a filet mignon at a McDonald's in Portugal. I'm telling you right now.
I had McDonald's at the airport in Napoli. Wasn't that good.
Napoli, oh, dude, what a godforsaken city. You got to go to the right one. I'm telling you.
All right.
I've been to a McDonald's in Lisbon, Portugal, right in downtown. It was 2 floors, and you wouldn't even recognize the menu.
I love McDonald's.
You wouldn't even recognize
Now,
the menu.
here's the thing, guys.
I'll die on this hill. I think McDonald's
and I think it's 2 as well. I'll tell my McDonald's story. Dude, we grew up in McDonald's. Like, honest to God. My father... And my grandmother would take my father there, and then sure enough, when Fridays, being Catholic, getting the fish fillet, I will take no fish fillet slander. I get house about 5 of those things
McDonald's,
in one sitting.
Number 2, how are we going to come up with 10 fast
I got
lane?
you. No worries.
Right,
Dude, I think number 3 is either for Christian because he loves T-Bell. I think it's either Dairy Queen or Taco Bell here.
What about Wendy's?
Dairy Queen is unreal.
You went with the DQ?
DQ is unreal.
Are you kidding me? It's a coin flip on whether or not they're going to have hot food.
Nothing bad on the menu on Dairy Queen.
What about Wendy's?
Hang on, hear me out. Wendy's, the quality. Listen, Wendy's when I was in high school from 2009 to 13 was unbelievable. Quality's fallen off since. Christian, Dairy Queen, there's nothing bad on the menu. You go with the dog. You go with the burger. That chicken tender basket, I mean, geez.
If your fast food restaurant has
to
clarify whether or not that location has hot food or not, it's probably not a top 10 fast food restaurant because there is not a hot food menu at a Dairy Queen unless it says grill and chill. I cannot even ponder that possibility.
Can I be completely... I cannot tell you the last time I didn't see a Dairy Queen that wasn't a grill and chill. Honest to God. We had one on Pearl Road in Strongsville my whole life that served food.
I'm telling you, grill and chill? I'm not familiar. Wow.
It's to Christian's point.
It was big for the Dairy Queen game when they gained Orange Julius.
Dude,
I would
Christian,
say...
I can't believe you're down on Dairy Queen.
I like Dairy Queen. I love Dairy Queen.
Let's go Dairy Queen.
I think we go Dairy Queen.
Okay. So Dairy Queen is number 3. Dude, the tender basket, the hot dogs. I'm telling you, man. You want to know what's underrated at Dairy Queen?
We should move it up to number 1.
Christian, do you want to know what's underrated? Realistically, I'm being completely serious. If you're a Dairy Queen goer, look into the salted soft pretzel with the cheese sauce. All right, number 4.
Oh my gosh. What an establishment. What a great place, Dairy Queen.
Actually, good people. I don't know if you ever had the conversation with them.
Check them out near here.
Yeah. Dunkin'?
Yes.
T-Bell?
No. Dunkin'.
We got to give
Christian would agree with this.
Hang on. We got to give Christian Taco Bell soon because he has it number 1.
I'm popping a brain vessel here.
Let's give
I think Taco Bell goes 5.
Hang on. Colin, in politics, you got to settle sometimes. You got to make people happy in politics. Let's give the Bell
number 4.
All right, fine.
And let's work our way down. By the way, this is our top 10 fast food rankings presented by Good Greek Moving and Storage. Go to GreekMoving.com. And folks, Good Greek, the new official partners, the new official movers of the UFC. Let's do number 5.
Number 5.
All right. You got Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
See.
Do we include Starbucks here?
Exactly.
They sell food.
Not a chance.
Now listen.
Not a chance.
Really? They're, dude, underrated breakfast sandwich at Starbucks.
No, I go overrated on that. Like, they just microwave what you see in the glass.
I'm not a coffee drinker.
They do the same thing.
I'm not a coffee drinker, so I'm not going to fight for Starbucks.
Now, I
still think Shake Shack should be included.
To be
in the
fair,
criteria.
I am dead wrong. Apparently, to my brother and everyone, I like Dunkin' more than Starbucks. That's a whole nother conversation.
I think Dunkin' goes number 5 here. The name stay.
Now, if you go on number of locations, Subway comes into the conversation. Subway revolutionized the fast food industry, but they don't have that many drive-thrus.
How are you going to put Subway on this, and you're not going to put Chipotle on this?
All right, well, hang on. Before we get into that,
Number 5.
We're going to go Dunkin' Donuts number 5. Is that okay?
I will sign up for that. The food at Dunkin' is sorely lacking, and this is a fast food list.
I don't know.
This is Christian's
I
thing.
like the bagels. I like Christian. I like the bagels. I like the little hash brown bites.
See, but McDonald's has better hash browns than Dunkin'.
I mean,
and
McDonald's.
That's breakfast.
Listen. This is a whole nother list we can make with our good friends at Good Greek. The best fast food item ever is the sausage egg McMuffin. If I had my choice to eat
too dry.
Too dry.
Too dry.
Come on.
Far too dry.
Let's move on to number 6.
Number 6.
We got to
We really put Dunkin' at 5?
Yes. Colin likes Dunkin'.
I'm for it.
Colin loves Dunkin'.
I
love Dunkin'.
I like Dunkin' too. It's a fast food list. And yes, Dunkin' and Starbucks do qualify. But because they don't hold up the
Christian,
food end of the
hear me
bargain to a high degree.
In the morning, billions of people are going to a Dunkin', and billions of people are getting food.
It serves different needs. You're not getting dinner there.
I've done it before, but
Wendy's, I would put above Dunkin' in terms of fast food ranks.
I would put Wendy's up here soon.
Well, let's move on
Number
to 6. I could listen to Wendy's. I think Culver's could be checking in soon.
Oh, Vers.
The most overrated establishment of all time.
I agree, but people love it. And to be fair, the Butterburger, there's not much difference between a Dave's Double and the damn Butterburger. Like Wisconsinites, and we work with a lot of them. Wisconsinites love to talk how Culver's is the greatest thing ever.
I'm a fan of Culver's. I would argue for Culver's above Wendy's.
Well, you're talking to someone who went to UW-Madison for 4 years.
Biggest Culver's ever.
Christian, Culver's is an upgraded Wendy's. That's all it is. And I'll die on that.
Whenever I go out to Loxahatchee for high school football coverage and I drive back, I stop at a Culver's, or even if I'm up in Stewart/Jupiter.
Yeah, Jupiter.
I give it a chance. And I've done this about 6 times. And I'm waiting for Culver's to knock my socks off. And they've yet to do it. Just because you put a sticker on your rear view mirror does not put you above the classics in the game. And if you are a regional fast food chain and haven't branched out significantly, we're getting it down here a little bit, maybe there's a reason why.
We didn't bring this up. How about In-N-Out?
Good. I've had it twice, once in Dallas, once in Vegas.
All right, we need to change this list. I didn't even think of In-N-Out.
Hang on. You're talking to somebody who had visited Los Angeles 2 times for about 13 years of his early adolescence.
You ever go to the one near LAX? Right. It's a good In-N-Out.
Very overrated. The French fries are awful. The burgers aren't very good. I'm telling you, man, In-N-Out is one of the most. I think it's the most overrated fast food joint in the country.
I thoroughly
There's
disagree.
nothing special about it.
You get those paper
nothing
hats.
special about it.
You get those paper hats.
All right, you look like a phony.
Ask the chef for one of them, and he'll give you one, so you can get one.
Yeah.
I've done it every
you do
time
that at Johnny Rockets, too.
You are. Listen, Johnny Rockets, great spot. Shout out Graham McCarroll. Always had gift cards at Johnny Rockets for the grandkids.
I think my dad invested in that, and it didn't go well.
Are you sure he wasn't talking about like the Rockets in 1990s or
amusement parks and casinos?
It's the funniest thing I heard all day. The dog investing in Johnny Rockets.
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong.
And anyway, listen, guys. I think Wendy's is above In-N-Out. I really do. I would put Wendy's above it. I would put. I would
Christian,
put Popeyes in front of it.
I'm so down to supersede Mike here.
You
on
can
In-N-Out.
supersede me on In-N-Out.
Again,
I don't think it's top 10.
If you are so regional that you haven't taken it to the mainstream, I'm going to count that against you.
But it's not for lack of trying. They could do that tomorrow if they wanted to. I think it's part of their shtick is West Coast.
They'd make money hand over fist if they took over the state of Virginia.
Right, but part of their gimmick is West Coast.
I would put the King over In-N-Out.
What is the King?
Burger King. And it's gonna check in.
Not a chance.
Dude, the onion rings at Burger King, fresh out of the
Not a chance.
Dude, Burger King is underrated.
Burger
Do not diss the King.
Burger
Do not
King
diss the
takes.
King.
They swing and they take
I like
big
that place
swings.
Is a waste of time.
No, it's not.
The
A
bacon
Whopper is
sundae.
delicious.
That place is a waste of time.
The
Did
Wednesday
you say
purple.
did you say bacon sundae?
Yeah.
Waste of time.
Dude,
That
bacon
should tell you
sundae?
everything you need to know.
No.
The bacon sundae.
They're not afraid
You
to
hate
take
the
risks
King?
at
You're
Burger King.
not a fan of the King.
You know
They
what
were
I liked
also the
about Burger
first-
King, which I thought was funny. The black burger that they came out
Yes.
with. That was funny.
Dude, the King
And
is
they got
great.
they got a godforsaken commercial Whopper. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Colin, the Whopper
Do
is
they-
amazing.
Do they bash it over your head or do they bash it
I'll
over
take
your head?
I'll take a number
I
one.
am out on Burger
I'll
King.
take a number one with cheese and a Coke with a side of onion rings.
Burger
Thank
King
you.
was also the first mainstream fast food joint to embrace the Coke freestyle machine.
And quickly, Colin, I'm a 90s kid. We had birthdays at Burger King, for God's sakes. We
Nice.
wear the crowns. I mean,
listen.
come on, man.
Not a chance we're allowing Burger King ahead of some of these names today. No
all right,
way.
well, listen, guys. We've been
Number 6.
We've been frozen on 6 for a little bit. It's either Wendy's or In-N-Out at this point, or Culver's. One of the three.
All
Sounds like those three are going to be in the top 10, so we got to rank them. I'm out on In-N-Out,
Wendy's-
but I'm getting superseded.
Wendy's made the Frosty, and the Frosty became very, very big.
All right, fine. We can do the Wendy's.
They made a spoon too.
That's true.
A spoon, Colin. They invented the spoon. A mixture of a fork and a spoon.
Yeah, I had
Number
seen
6.
So let's do Wendy's.
All right,
Okay?
7. I'll give you In-N-Out.
Oh,
that. No
it's
problem.
a waste of time.
Oh, please. You want to talk about
Waste of
brand
time.
and culture?
Absolute
the culture
waste.
with In-N-Out
It's
is
bad
the
food,
best.
dude.
And the
Awful
culture around
food.
In-N-Out, other than
Awful
Chick-fil-A,
food.
which has great PR.
You go to
Outside
In-N-Out-
of Chick-fil-A, which has excellent
Christian-
PR, the best PR by a mile is In-N-Out. Not even a question.
Christian-
You got to think about public perception here,
Fine.
too.
But you go to In-N-Out to post it on Instagram, not to eat the food.
The culture is excellent.
Good point.
Culture is excellent.
You-
and
the
the one
food
by
is
LAX
awful.
and the one by LAX is dynamite. And I always get
I've
a
been to
hat.
Colin.
And I always get the hat
I've
from
been
the
there.
chef.
I've been going there for
It's
15
a well-oiled
years.
machine, and the chefs, they hand out the paper hats. Never miss a chance.
By the way, quickly, Uncle Jamie in Hollywood Studios, as Colin would say, Mike, you're a phony. In-N-Out should be number 1. All right, you got your 10 seconds, Uncle Jamie. Number 8. I think Arby's. You can make a case, dude. Arby's.
The pendulum has swung on Arby's.
Do you wanna
Arby's
know-
was the butt of a lot of jokes
Do
in
you
the
want
past
to know
10
what
years.
Hang on, hear
Talk
me out
about
on
bad
this.
PR.
You want to know what I like about Arby's? I think they have elite sides: curly fries,
Bang.
the jalapeno
Popeye
peppers.
should be
Okay.
here.
The-
Popeye
the-
should be here. Popeye should be here. That's the best chicken sandwich, and we know that.
Hang on, I'm missing a third. Didn't I bring up a third? It was
Culver's.
Wendy's. Oh yeah. You kids want Culver's.
All right, wait.
I'm
You're
fine
sorely
with Culver's.
mistaken.
The
You
biggest
kid.
Culver's ever is outside of Janesville, Wisconsin. Been there multiple times.
Yeah, I'd put Arby's over Culver's. Christian, Arby's at 8.
Number 8.
What about
You know-
Popeyes?
We'll get there.
Popeyes, the service can sorely lack sometimes.
Dude, that
Listen,
drive-through.
been there, doing
in
that,
Cleveland,
submitted
we
a
had
lot of complaints to many
drive-through-
of Popeyes.
Drive-through went down to St. Clair. Backup traffic. I think Arby's or Culver's here.
Arby's is a godforsaken establishment.
No, it's not. You've
Yeah,
never had
when's
a
the last
Jamocha
time you've
shake.
been? Huh?
You've never had a
You are
Jamocha
passing
shake.
a lot of
It was
judgment
it
for
was
a guy.
couple presidential administrations.
Exactly.
Never had.
This
You know
guy.
what?
Number 8.
I mean,
You,
geez.
I'm gonna buy you a French dip
Oh,
today
a
from Arby's,
French
and you're gonna
dip from
thank me.
Arby's?
You're gonna
Oh
kiss
my
my shoes.
God.
All right, let's
Check me into the hospital.
let's
after.
pull it back.
What a terrible,
Let's
terrible
pull back
establishment.
Russo.
Number 9.
We'll give Russo Culver's. I'll give you Culver's here.
Where, a 9?
Yeah, give you Culver's, which is just
You baby.
just a
Culver's is excellent.
Grow up.
Talk about good PR, too. You got to consider public perception and PR in this. PR is excellent at Culver's. Best PR on this list is by far Chick-fil-A number 1, In-N-Out number 2, Culver's number 3.
All right, we need a number 10. I'm down for a chicken joint. It could be Popeyes or KFC. Christian, do you like KFC?
Not a chance KFC
I can enjoy
makes this.
KFC.
Not a
That bowl,
chance.
Christian, their bowl with the gravy.
Famous
and-
bowl,
oh,
yeah.
It's great.
I'm not a big
That's-
mashed potato fan, so you lose me with that.
What about Whataburger?
Sonic?
What about
Whataburger is
Whataburger?
pretty much Texan In-N-Out, and it has its loyal supporters. They have good milkshakes.
It's open 24 hours. I went to one in Fort Worth, Texas 3 nights in a row when I visited my buddies in TCU, and it was quite an experience. And I'm a fan of Whataburger because of those experiences.
We got it. I listen, it'd be wrong to not put Burger King on here.
I disagree. I think it'd be right.
I love the King. You're dead wrong there. I might supersede you here. Christian's on the phone with somebody who might want to chime in.
Have you been to a Portillo's?
Yeah, they're solid, but it's very
Rock
regional.
solid.
Yeah.
Very
Rock solid.
regional.
I had it 3 times over the weekend.
It's
Rock
really good.
solid.
I mean, a Chicago dog is one of my
Is that
favorites.
drive-through?
Yes.
It is. But
That's a rock solid foundation.
It's not in our list.
Are we superseding him with the King?
Burger
Why do you guys
King
have-
does a
I
lot
love
of
the King.
legwork in
I love
terms
the
of
King.
Not a
taking leaps and
chance.
bounds.
Not a chance.
We have Christian and
Number
Stewart who
10.
wants to weigh in before we pay off with number 10.
Okay, by the way, Christian, you're calling in to talk about our top 10 fast food joints presented by
Not a
Good Greek.
chance.
Good Greek Moving and Storage. Go to GreekMoving.com, GreekMoving.com. What do you got for us, partner?
All right, I think you guys are missing a big one. Hardee's or Carl's Jr. has got to be in the top 5.
Hardee's and Carl's Jr. Christian, your thoughts? I'm going to be honest. I haven't been to either of them in a long time.
Quickly, I think they're godforsaken.
Yeah, I'm putting the
wouldn't eat.
kibosh
I
on
wouldn't
it. Great commercials. They take big swings in terms of their marketing. They try to reinvigorate their menu pretty often, and oftentimes it doesn't stick.
What about Long John Silver's?
Oh, you're dead wrong there. Long John Silver.
Have you ever been?
They stay open.
Well, that is, if there's a fast food on this list where I walk in giggling because I just think the concept of it is funny, it is Long John Silver's.
All right, I am superseding.
Number 10.
It's not Bur- this is
Burger
not
King.
King.
Burger King's good.
I
Chicken
disagree.
fries
It's
were
Burger
a
King.
massive hit.
I
Burger
thoroughly
King.
disagree.
Folks,
I would put Shake Shack here. I would put Jersey Mike's here. I'd put
This guy.
I'm not putting Sonic there. Sonic is a rough one.
All right. Oh,
Very underrated.
You're talking to BOGO footlong Coney dogs for dinner last night.
Oh my God,
Christian
what a
I'm
god!
going to show you the receipt during the break.
What a horrific
C-Cat,
meal!
C-Cat
What
is
a
hysterical.
horrific meal!
Do you want to know what isn't horrific and what is a great experience? That's moving with my good friends over at Good Greek. Folks, if you're moving soon, I don't want you to stress it. You're going to call Good Greek for your total relocation solution. From packing and storage to local and long distance moves, my guy Spiro and his team at Good Greek Moving and Storage have got you covered from the very start to the very finish. Trusted by families, sports teams like the Heat, and sports organizations, world famous sports organizations like the UFC. That is right. Good Greek is the official moving partners of the UFC. Make your next move simple, safe, and stress-free with the world's only total relocation company. Go to GreekMoving.com for more information. That is GreekMoving.com for more information. Once again, our top 10 fast food joints. Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Dairy Queen, Taco Bell, Dunkin' Donuts, Wendy's, In-N-Out, Arby's, Culver's, and the King.
And on the bubble, Sonic.
I swear, if you gave that to somebody, final meal, death row, and they gave whatever Christian ordered last night was the only option, the guy would deny his meal. He would say no. He would say, "I will die hungry."
Like worth good service. Got it to me quick.
With the rollerblades.
Yes.
Does everybody have the rollerblades?
You get a higher rate paid if you do the rollerblade option of a server at Sonic.
Horrific.
641 filled me up.
Oh
You're a hater of the King.
The problem was the internet in the parking lot wasn't very good, so I had to drive somewhere else to watch my YouTube video as I took down my double dose of footlong Coney dogs.
I'd
got chili and
law
cheese.
enforcement if I saw you with 2 godforsaken footlong hot
I'm
dogs.
with Colin there. Go home, kid.
I'd call law enforcement.
Go home.
I'd call somebody. I'd call somebody. But what I would do, especially after eating something like that, is you go over to F45 training because it's about real training. Talk about working something off. You got to work that off at F45. It's not workouts, it's training. Feel stronger, faster, more conditioned at F45 West Palm Beach. That is functional 45. That is 45-minute high-intensity team training sessions that are designed to build strength, burn fat, and improve performance. Talk about real movements, real results, and a different workout every single day. It's a team environment. A bunch of like-minded fitness individuals in one spot having a great time. F45 West Palm Beach really does deliver. Try it now for 3 classes for just $30. Go to F45.com/West Palm Beach. That's F45 West Palm Beach. Team training, life changing. We'll take a time out here, go into the second hour of Russo and Rizzo. Some little trivia coming up. And we have a little 5 and 5. A lot of fun to be had. It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 106.3.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Football's biggest game is here, so make sure the only heat is on the field. Keep your home in the wind column with EDS Air Conditioning. Right now, qualified customers can get 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong in the postseason, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, EDS has been the trusted MVP since 2006. Visit EDSIsYes.com today and schedule your service now. Stay cool for the biggest game of the year.
Hey guys, Mike Rizzo here. I know you're moving soon. Don't stress it. Call Good Greek for your total relocation solution. From packing and storage to local and long distance moves, Spiro and his team at Good Greek Moving and Storage has you covered from start to finish. Trusted by families, businesses, and teams like the Heat and the Hurricanes for over 2 decades. Make your next move simple, safe, and stress-free.
Good Greek Moving and Storage. Your superhero movers.
Kaiser University's flagship campus, the 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach, extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees within the heart of South Florida. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 27 national championships, including their 3rd championship in women's soccer. Visit KUCHawks.com for the latest on the championship athletic programs at Kaiser University.
West Palm Beach, get ready. Car buying just got a whole lot better at Greenway Kia West Palm Beach.
We're open at 7 a.m. Shop early, beat the crowds, and stay on your schedule.
Prefer a female sales professional? Just ask.
Our experienced women make sure you feel comfortable and confident every step of the way.
Every new Kia comes with full invoice pricing, the real numbers right up front.
No games, no surprises.
No time to come in? We bring the test drive to you. Greenway Kia West Palm Beach. Open early, priced right, built around you.
Hi, I'm Janice Ridenour from J. Zello & Associates. For nearly 30 years, my firm has worked alongside business owners and their teams, helping them truly understand QuickBooks with clear accounting guidance, proven workflows, and hands-on training. We offer customized QuickBooks online training delivered in a supportive, judgment-free environment so you can learn at your pace. If you're stressed about your books, you don't have to be. Get trained, get confident, get it right. And when you need ongoing support or you'd rather have it done for you, our experienced team is here to help. Visit jzillow.com and schedule your free consultation today.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
A resort destination beyond compare, yet conveniently close to home. The Breakers Palm Beach offers everything you desire with the service you deserve in a breathtaking oceanfront setting. Immerse yourself in unparalleled seaside glamour and enjoy all the Breakers has to offer as you create lasting memories with those who matter most. The best part, you don't have to travel far to feel worlds away. Visit thebreakers.com or call 1-800-BREAKERS today.
What would you do with an extra $700? You can earn up to $700 per year with Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Boost Checking pays 7.0 annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's up to $700 extra to do what you love. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit 1 checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Let's get back to the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. This is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Colin Russo, Mike Rizzo, Christian Cat. It is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3 from the City Place Studios in downtown West Palm Beach. If you missed any of the show, go listen back. Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, all those great places. Well, I'll do a little trivia a little later on. We got Christian Cat behind the glass. We're talking about greatness. Super Bowl's a great event. February is a great month. You got everything going on right now, but what really is great years round? Kaiser University Athletics.
27 national championships. So when you're talking about Kaiser, you're talking about excellence. Of course, the women's soccer team won a national championship just last fall. It was incredible. They were the 14 seed in their tournament, and they went all the way to win it all. Of course, the lowest seed to ever win the national championship in women's soccer at that low of a seed. Kaiser's also got an incredible golf coaching center. Doesn't matter if you're a Kaiser student or not, a Kaiser faculty member. It's for the public. It's for anybody who wants to shave strokes off their game. That's what I'm doing. Go up there every single week, work with Coach Pete, work with Coach Evan, because they have the best facilities, tools, and coaching in the area. It's in West Palm Beach, right off of I-95, right off the Turnpike. It's on South Military Trail, and they have turned my 33 handicap into a 20 handicap. I've only been with them for like 6 months. Yeah, we're going to do some damage in the new year. KaiserGolfCenter.com. That's the website to go if you want to fix your golf game and fix it fast. Trust me, these green fees are expensive this time of year. You don't want to waste your money playing like a weekend hack. You want to play good golf. Do that with the Kaiser Golf Center, KaiserGolfCenter.com.
Let's bounce around. Let's have a little fun. The 5 and 5% by Flagler Credit Union.
5 topics.
High five.
5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Let's get out of here.
Endless takes.
You can't handle the truth.
All gas, no brakes.
And it's shaking big time.
It's time for the 5 at 5.
Hold on to your butts.
Presented by Flagler Credit Union, proud supporter of FAU Athletics. Number 1.
Well, it was announced earlier today, or at least leaked by Adam Schefter, of course, chief NFL insider for ESPN, that New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft will not be inducted into this year's Pro Football Hall of Fame class. That news comes a direct week after we found out also Bill Belichick will not be inducted into this year's Hall of Fame class. What did that news tell you that Kraft is not a first-year Hall of Famer?
I mean, they did at the same time. It sounds like that Kraft didn't have as much of a hand in this with Bill Polian as we thought. Maybe we unfairly gave Polian a lot of flack. It sounds like he campaigned against it, but he's close with Kraft. So if Kraft wasn't going to get in and Belichick wasn't going to get in, at least they stuck to their guns. Now the question is, what do you do with Brady? You're leaving them out first ballot. Kraft and Belichick are both, no doubt, Hall of Famers. Probably the two best in their respective positions in the history of the sport in terms of ownership and coach. You can do the same with Brady, but Brady's the golden boy, and everybody likes Brady. He's in the media, and everybody knows Brady. You do the same. But I think both of these are ridiculous decisions, stupid decisions, but at least they did both of them.
I don't know the voting parameters, when the voting happened, but to me, this looks like the NFL trying to save face. This looks like, oh my goodness, we did not expect there to be this much backlash about Coach Belichick not getting into the Hall of Fame. Names were dropped, a la Bill Polian and Bob Kraft. And here we are now, Bob Kraft not getting into the Hall of Fame. Brady will get in. He should get in my opinion. He should be a first ballot. And Colin is right. All three of these guys should be a first ballot Hall of Fame. But I think it's a lot of angry old men. Bill Polian, angry old men. Bob Kraft, angry old man. And even Bill, who was wronged, but he is an angry old man as well, keeping Patriot staffers out of North Carolina's facilities. So, listen, it's a giant one match all around. They're all Hall of Famers. I wish everyone could get along.
Well, speaking of not being able to get along, the Players Association in the NFL and the owners aren't quite aligning on the topic of expanding the season. The NFL Players Association interim executive director David White said, our members, a.k.a. the players of the National Football League, have no appetite for an 18th game. He cited the injuries that would take place, the December injuries to Patrick Mahomes and Micah Parsons, whereas an owner like Bob Kraft said it's an inevitability, saying it might not be a given, but we're probably going to get it. Should the NFL season expand to 18 games, or is enough already?
I'm firmly in the side of it. I know everybody says more football, the better. Please. If you watch that 17-game season, you only had 3 games that mattered in Week 18. Only 3. You think the more games you add, the more opportunities teams are going to have to separate themselves and therefore more clinching opportunities in week 16, 15, and so on and so forth. You're going to have less important games to finish off the year on top of the injuries and the player safety. Week 18 this year felt a little bit like a chore. Outside, you got through that first game, that first week, the first Saturday, I should say, where you had Tampa, Carolina fighting for a playoff spot, which ended up, getting burned because of the Falcons and the Saints the next day. But you also had the 49ers, Seahawks playing for a first overall seed. Outside of that, there was not a whole lot to watch. It felt like a chore. You need to get to the playoffs sooner. I don't think an 18 game is the solution. I know it's going to it, but you can't convince me that it's better for the product.
Yeah, it's going to happen, Christian, because everything's about the dollars and everything's about the money. More games, more dollars, more opportunity for the teams to make money on tickets, on concessions. So they're going to do it, all right? And they could probably sell it, Adding another game, they could sell it to a streaming partner, a Netflix or whoever it may be. Spare me with the Players Association. They're helpless. And then that's why I say all the time, the NBA, the players run the league. It's an issue. But on the NFL side, you probably need to protect the players a little bit more. There needs to be a healthy, I think, in between the NFL, how the way NFL runs things and how the way the NBA runs things. But more money. Obviously, this is going to pass, and I feel bad, but it's the truth. The NFL Players Association really has no power whatsoever.
The Seattle Seahawks are in the Super Bowl this year. The Seattle Seahawks are playing out the second year of the tenure of their head coach, Mike McDonald. They were 10-7 last year with Geno Smith, got Sam Darnold, and they are one win away from immortality in the NFL. My question for you, Mike, and you, Colin, of the second-year head coaches going into 2027, who has the best chance to make it to the Super Bowl like Mike McDonald did with the Seahawks this year?
All right, let's rattle through them, right?
Johnson, Cohen, Vrabel. Are we counting Vrabel? I guess you don't have to because he's doing it again. But
so Johnson, Cohen, Vrabel.
Those are three that come to mind. Aaron Glenn.
Just, off the top of my head, it's okay.
Aaron Glenn, you want to include him?
You can eliminate him. He'll be fired at the end of next year.
Pete Carroll already away and done with. Brian Schottenheimer
with the Cowboys. Of course, Ben Johnson's with the Bears. Right. Liam Cohen's with the Jaguars.
Colin's not going to like this, but it's Cohen. Read an article how he's completely changed the culture there in Jacksonville.
The one thing I like about that is they got nothing poached. Even the Bears lost their offensive coordinator to the Ravens. The Jacksonville, I know Dinsky was floated around as a big candidate, and so is their defensive coordinator, Campanile. He was a finalist for the Arizona job.
Yep.
And they got both of them coming back.
It's probably Cohen. Cohen and then Johnson. I mean, Johnson won a playoff game. So, there's already success there. Cohen lost a playoff game. I thought they got a bad draw against the Bills. Johnson won. Vrabel's in the Super Bowl. Aaron Glenn will be fired at year's end. And then Schottenheimer, Jerry don't fire anybody. He's going to get 10 years to possibly do something.
I don't hate it. I think Cohen has a good opportunity to do it. I think you're going to need to see steps forward. They don't have a first round. You get Travis Hunter back.
I think maybe something I could throw you guys. Who's going to take a step back from that list? And I don't see how it's not Mike Vrabel, because how do you top going to a Super Bowl in year one?
They're going to have a first-place schedule this time around. It's going to be a little bit like, all right, you caught the world by surprise first time around. It's going to be hard to replicate.
I think that could be a good question of who out of Johnson, Cohen, and Vrabel, the guys who had the most success, and McDonald, who's going to take the step back? I would probably go with the Patriots just because I've been sports shaming the Patriots with their
I'm not going to say Super Bowl, but a step forward. How about Kellen Moore with the Saints?
Yeah.
It's not a bad one.
He made Shuck look like a franchise quarterback for a half a year.
If they have a good offseason, they can make a playoff.
Who was their starter to begin the year?
It's Rattler.
Because Carr retired.
It was Rattler.
Oh, my God.
Did Carr retire?
Yeah, that's why I said Carr retired.
Oh.
And then that's why I asked, because Carr retired. I'm like, who the hell started games?
Rattler.
So former number one player in the high school player in the country, Spencer Rattler. Okay, what were we on, Colin? Sorry.
Yeah, one of those.
One of them. I hit 4, by the way.
Let's go to the association. We get the NBA trade deadline on Thursday. Apparently last night in the middle of the Clippers game, the news broke that James Harden and the Clippers are reportedly working towards a potential trade before the deadline. Is this a boy cried wolf situation? Do you care at all? Is there still some tread on that tires that makes James Harden a viable trade commodity? Or is this a whole lot of nothing?
Mike, you're not going to like this.
No, I heard it. And very quickly, they're trying to get rid of Harden's money. But, Colin, go ahead and tell everybody about
According
the
to Chris
Cavaliers.
Haynes, the senior NBA insider for Prime on Video and all that, Clippers and Cavaliers are in discussion with James Harden and Darius Garland in a trade package for both sides. Mike, your thoughts?
Here's what I'll say. Harden's available, and Harden can really, I think, be a good player still.
You know, it's funny. The Clippers went 11-4 in February.
And a lot of it was Harden.
They've played so much better in 2026. They're making a way towards the play, and they're 3 games under 500, and then he requests a trade. Is that not the most James Harden thing you've ever seen in your entire life? The guy loves to skip town. He loves it.
To Colin's point, he hasn't played in 2 nights. He's taken off back-to-back games. That's where the speculations came from. Christian, my old man led with this all day in Cleveland. The thing is, like, Garland plays no defense. Harden plays no defense. The Cavs are, according to the metrics, they're miserable at defending. They're getting rid of Garland because, A, he's never healthy, and B, egos are hurt. Garland wants to be the number 1 option. He could go to the Clippers and be the number 1 option. The only reason I'm not completely throwing this situation, because Harden getting into the mix is a nightmare. To Colin's point, he's really been toxic everywhere he goes, but at least he's going to be available, and it would actually be interesting to watch him and Mitchell. But it's lose-lose because you're losing a good young player in Garland, and you're adding James Harden in, and you don't know how he's going to be into the equation with the young Cavalier core.
You know the Winter Olympics is coming up?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
The United States has picked their flag bearer for the Winter Olympics. Do you have any guess on who it might be? Who will be the United States athlete competing in the Olympics that will represent America holding the flag? It was LeBron back in the day, wasn't it?
Is this guy a Winter Olympics participant?
Your question cannot be answered.
He doesn't know.
I do know.
Oh, sorry.
You made a presumption there.
The answer, sorry, Christian. The answer is yes. Is it a Panther player? What Panther American is playing in this tournament?
Number of them. I mean, I don't think they'd give it to like Seth Jones or anything like
Christian,
that.
will you accept a Florida Panther hockey player that is American that is playing for Team USA is my final answer.
If that was correct, I would have said, you know what? I'm going to give it to you, but it's not correct.
Okay. Lindsey Vonn?
No.
Sean White?
Lindsey Vonn tore ACL. Did you see that? She got airlifted.
News to me.
I don't know if she would have been the answer to the question if not for their injury, but yeah.
ESPN Madison host, Matt Hamilton, Olympic medalist curler for the United States.
He's the guy waiting the ranks.
He's next.
He's
the
like if something happens to this person.
He's the understudy.
Exactly.
Sean White?
Is he competing?
I have no idea.
I hope he's competing.
I don't think
he's
he
not.
is.
He's
not
way
the
too
answer.
old. I think he's like
Who is
50.
It is speed skater Aaron Jackson.
Would have never guessed it.
Aaron Jackson, huh?
What was Ochoa?
Also, bobsledder Del
Apollo
Duca.
Uno? Remember Apollo Uno? Was he a speed skater?
I think so.
That's who I was thinking of.
Yeah, so we're going with Aaron Jackson, the speed skater, and Del Duca, the bobsledder. They're going to bear the flag for the United States. What of the Winter Olympics will have you in front of the couch, in front of the TV, excited to watch?
I'm very into the ice hockey. That'll be the one I'd take a real opinion in. But the other ones, like, I'll be curious and see how they roll out. You know, I haven't traditionally watched too much of the skating events or the skiing events, so we'll see how it kind of rolls with me. But I am thoroughly looking forward to the ice hockey.
So hockey, and then Christian, you know me, a big skier. Love watching the skiing. Love watching the snowboarding.
You didn't know Lindsey Vonn tore ACL?
No, I didn't see that news flash, sadly.
Man.
But yeah, I'm going to go American ice hockey and then skiing and snowboarding. Sean White always did great in those. Obviously, Canada was always an Achilles heel. Looking forward to seeing who the new players are because I haven't watched in 4 years.
That's what we got for the 5 at 5, presented by Flagler Credit Union.
Last thing here, NBA trade deadline. You know the 15-35, 1-9 in their last 10 Utah Jazz traded for Jaren Jackson today?
I saw that.
In exchange for 3 first-round picks.
Dude, the Jazz are lost.
They're 15-35.
Is that
and you're
not-
going to trade.
You don't see the vision.
3 first-round picks.
Yes, I don't.
3 first-round picks for a team that's going to be in the lottery.
And I think some of those picks are probably the Cavaliers who traded for Donovan Mitchell back in the day.
That is
They
something.
had a lot of now. Kyle,
That is something.
listen, basketball in January. Is Larry Markkinen still on that team?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so Markkinen, Sexton.
And they traded Walter Clayton, former hero, but they're going to have Walter Kessler. They got guys. They got young guys.
1-9.
In their last 10. They're
1-9. And they're going for it.
3 first-round picks.
They're going for it.
3 first-round picks.
I saw the Trailblazers are the last team in at 23 and like 29 right now in that godforsaken playing tournament. Are they going in for the playing tournament? They're going all in, brother.
I need to remember I have their under on the year. Giannis Antetokounmpo's next team, Minnesota Timberwolves, are the highest outside of the Milwaukee Bucks, of course, on Hard Rock Bet, plus 250. Miami Heat, plus 350. Little trivia on the other side of things. Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Christian Cat, Russo and Rizzo, ESPN 106.3.
The 5 p.m. hour is presented by Good Greek Moving and Storage, the world's only total relocation company. Local or long distance, they've got you covered.
Good Greek Moving and Storage. Your superhero movers.
Spring training 2026 at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium is approaching fast as the Miami Marlins and St. Louis Cardinals return to Jupiter for 30 games in 30 days from February 21st to March 22nd. Individual tickets are now on sale, as well as season tickets, groups, mini plans, and more. Purchase your tickets at RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com or call the ticket office at 561-630-1828. See you soon at America's busiest ballpark.
I'm Ellie Anajar of Anajar & Levine. Injured in a car crash? Never rush to settle with insurance companies, and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar & Levine. Our experienced legal team will fight to win you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call me, Ellie Anajar, for a free consultation and take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Kaiser University's flagship campus, the 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach, extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees within the heart of South Florida. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 27 national championships, including their 3rd championship in women's soccer. Visit KUCHawks.com for the latest on the championship athletic programs at Kaiser University.
The Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, an affiliate of the Palm Beach Health Network, is committed to delivering high-quality care to the communities they serve. Their award-winning physicians and specialists provide a level of expertise that has resulted in regional firsts and outstanding patient outcomes. For a physician referral, call 866-654-2362. To learn more about the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, visit pbhnphysiciangroup.com, pbhnphysiciangroup.com, to get in touch with the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group.
Save the date for the Community Wellness Fair, Saturday, February 7th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Heart and Soul Park in the historic Northwest. This free, family-friendly event features live entertainment, prizes, interactive sports with the Miami Dolphins, Junior Dolphins, an Olympian, and a former NBA player, plus roller skating with TJ Spot Roller Rink. Free health screenings include mammograms, HIV testing, and cancer checks. The first 500 guests may receive a free meal from Eaton Cake or Taqueria Guadalajara. RSVP now on Eventbrite.
Hey everybody, it's Cade Chumsland. Every week, Land Rover Palm Beach supports local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community by naming a Player of the Week. This year, $35,000 will be awarded to student athletes and their schools. Tune in to ESPN West Palm High School Game Day every Friday night as I unveil this week's featured athlete. If you have a great performance that I need to know about, DM us at ESPN West Palm. Land Rover Palm Beach, above and beyond.
Love is in the air this Valentine's Day, and this gift lasts longer than roses. A free water test from Culligan. Culligan's advanced filtration and softening systems reduce harsh chemicals, giving you cleaner, safer, better tasting water. Come on now. Give your home some love. Schedule your free water test at Culligan.com. Serving all of South Florida. Culligan Water. Water you love.
Hey, Culligan man.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old.
She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
For 100 days, I'm going to cross the 7 continents because the answers to everything important are out there at the edges of our world. I'm stepping into the unknown. Where are we going? To see our planet as it's never been seen before. From pole to pole.
Pole to Pole with Will Smith from National Geographic. Now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Show me the way.
Whether it's a clutch touchdown pass, a game-winning dunk, or an impressive dash to the finish, we want to highlight the best performance of the week. The winning performance will receive $500 courtesy of Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Catch the biggest moments and winners all season long on ESPN 106.3 and ESPN West Palm Play. Nominate them today by emailing highschool@espnwestpalm.com. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Welcome to being treated like a pro.
The countdown is on to Palm Beach's PGA Tour event. The Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches returns to PGA National Resort and Spa to kick off the Florida Swing February 25th through March 1st. Secure your spot to watch the pros take on one of golf's toughest stretches of holes at the iconic Bear Trap, while enjoying plenty of fan activities, local bites, drinks, and more. Tickets are on sale now at thecognizantclassic.com. Don't forget, 2 kids get in free with each ticketed adult.
Colin Russo, Mike Rizzo, Christian Cat. It is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. Got to listen up, because if you're driving down the street today, you get into a little bit of a fender bender, get into an accident, get into any of those situations, you don't know where to go, don't know who to call, you got to call Anajar and Levine. If you've been in a car accident, truck accident, suffered that slip and fall, Mark Anajar and Glenn Levine at Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. They will fight for you. I know with Anajar and Levine, they got my back, and they could get yours too. They didn't even charge you unless you win. They work tirelessly to get you the maximum compensation that you deserve. They are the best in the business for a reason. Don't settle for just any attorney. Demand the best. Go demand Anajar and Levine. Take that one phone call. Take back control of your life. Don't wait. Call with a free consultation today. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Take back control of Anajar and Levine. Well, we might have Steve Pilot Senior joining us a little later on, so that should be good. Mike's foe on Saturday. He is in San Francisco for the Super Bowl, an invite in which Mike and I did not receive.
Yeah, wait, we're not going?
We're not going later?
We're not. Wait, I thought we were leaving Friday.
Is Steve chartering us out? Our president of Good Karma Brand, Steve Pilot Senior?
You know what? Can I be honest with you?
Go ahead.
To go to a Super Bowl.
Yes.
To be flown out by your company. Never. To be flown out, and by the way, very sorry about it. 31 years old. I've been in radio, so I've been 18. The point I'm trying to make is that's how you know you've made it. If your company is flying you out to the Super Bowl, that's how you know you made it.
So you're upset about it?
A little upset about it. 31 years old, I definitely thought I'd be at a Super Bowl by now.
Not going to be many more.
No.
It's going to be plenty more.
But you get what all trolling aside, like,
would you want to go to one in Santa Clara? Would you want to go to one in a better city?
I'd love to go to Vegas.
You want to go when it's back in Vegas?
I'll go anywhere, realistically. Radio Row.
Next year it's in SoFi, so I believe it's in San Francisco. It's in LA next year.
Radio Row.
You'd want to go in Santa Clara. The one thing about Santa Clara is it's not Candlestick, and it's not in downtown.
And then listen, I'm not familiar with the Bay Area.
It's about 30 miles away. That stadium's about 30 miles away.
Right,
that's if you stay for the game, but the convention center is all downtown.
As I've told you guys multiple times, very familiar with Southern California, Los Angeles area. Not familiar with up there.
Have you ever been to San Francisco?
Never been to San Francisco.
You have any interest in going to San Francisco?
No.
So you want to go
Why
to...
are you knocking it before you're trying it?
Yeah,
I feel like that's a little bit unfair.
This is like me in Vegas. See, this is where I can't take you seriously.
Mike, you have these
Vegas
preconceived
is-
notions about
Vegas
cities
is what?
because of stories you
How
hear.
is Vegas any
Come
different
on.
than San Francisco?
A lot different.
How so?
Because it's Vegas. You're going there to gamble and have fun.
You're not going to San Francisco to have fun?
I don't think I could have fun in San Francisco.
You can have fun in any major U.S. city. You can. You're choosing not to.
Maybe, but being completely honest with you, like outside of seeing the, Full House, because I loved Full House growing up, like I don't know what I would do there.
Go to a Giants game?
Okay, you got me there.
It's my
I
favorite
like the Giants.
ballpark.
You
I
take
like
the
the
trolleys up the hilly roads?
Okay, yeah, maybe. Maybe you can sell me on San Fran. But Christian is right. Maybe I do have a preconceived notion on it.
Go to a
I
Warrior
like
game?
the Giants. I was a big fan of Bonds growing up, and I like that state. By the way, my buddies and I were talking the other day. Barry Bonds made it seem like that stadium was a hitter's park when reality it's a pitcher's paradise. That's my 2 cents for trying to will Barry Bonds into Hall of Fame, the greatest baseball player of all time.
If we were to put this together and we were to go to a Super Bowl, what host city would you like it to be in? Vegas?
I would like Vegas, New Orleans, even though even though I personally don't like New Orleans
Everybody
very
said
much.
last year it was an outstanding 10 out of 10 location to host the Super Bowl.
I just not my cup of tea for cities. It's a little dirty, but fun at the same time. If I had to go to a Super Bowl, it would, I'd call Uncle Bob at Bellagio Bob, and I'd get us rooms, and we would do Vegas.
They had the cold weather Super Bowl in New York. That one year.
Yep.
What was that? The Seattle Seahawks versus the Broncos.
Yes, that was.
And I'm trolling Miami.
That was at MetLife.
Be a great,
Well, Miami was that was the Kansas City San Francisco one, 2019.
but Miami would be great too.
I feel like I would love it just because it would make our jobs a lot easier.
Yeah, but Hard Rock is not. I would rather something near and dear to each other. Stadium right here, downtown right there. Miami's not that. You got to remember, it's similar to the national championship.
Right.
You're commuting into the game.
It's the famous ones. I feel like with Vegas aside, because it's been a newer one. The most Super Bowls, you did this. I swear you had this trivia for me.
Which one?
The most Super Bowls that have ever, like, what city? Yeah. Wasn't it New Orleans?
It's good. I don't know.
We did this before, but regardless, I feel like New Orleans
the
is
Orange
like
Bowl
really,
is probably up there because they had a lot of games early in the 70s and stuff like that. But I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, I just
which host city? New Orleans probably up there. Tampa's hosted a number of Super Bowls.
Yeah,
I think I want to say 3 or 4 at least, even in the Raymond James in the previous one.
I know you're down on the Gasparilla Fest, but Tampa's great.
Yeah, good city.
By the way, you didn't like Gasparilla, huh? A little overrated.
A little overrated.
But just overrated. Okay.
I think
it's freezing too.
Scottsdale would be a fun trip.
I agree with that. That's another good
Never
one.
been to Arizona. Would
People
love
like
to go.
that. People like Phoenix in the Scottsdale area, and it's booming.
My dad and brother love the desert. They love that desert out there. My buddy Honorado lives there too. I probably should go on one of those trips.
You know what would be a bad one? Dallas.
Dallas is a good city though.
It's too hard to get around in Dallas.
Maybe.
It's too hard to get around in Dallas. It's very spread. It's a car's paradise.
Yeah. You're down on Ubers though.
I'm down on driving anywhere.
Does that drive tough to Tampa? I'm doing it this weekend.
It's fine.
I'm doing it Friday.
Are you going without tolls?
Yeah.
Yeah, add about 30 minutes.
Tomorrow's guest, Chris Swager, would take issue with this one, Indianapolis for a Super Bowl.
I think Indianapolis is good because Lucas Oil is right downtown, very accessible.
Good city, good eats. I'm a big fan of Indianapolis.
Everybody would be packing up St. Elmo's. That's a popular spot. A lot of people, that's a lot of reason why most Final Fours ever in Indianapolis. That's what I asked you.
Yeah.
It was the most Final Four cities, and it was Indianapolis.
And Indianapolis, by the way, I went to the Final Four. I told you I was at the Butler-Duke Final Four.
Sure.
2 of the greatest college basketball games, or rather the championship game, one of the greatest college basketball games I've ever seen.
And that's a good host city.
Yeah.
Indianapolis would be a lot of fun to go to.
Listen,
great
eats. Indianapolis gets a bad rap. Great food.
I think Minneapolis would be a good one, too. And Minneapolis had one a couple of years ago. Maybe you don't do it now, but I'm just saying Minneapolis has U.S. Bank right downtown. They got Target Field right downtown. They got a lot of stuff right there in one area. I think Detroit would be another good one. Ford Field is right downtown.
I like Detroit. Very underrated city. Detroit's an underrated city.
And the stadium's downtown. And I think there's something to that.
Yeah.
Add something to it.
I like outdoor festivities. And the fact that everything's inside at the Mall of America and the game's inside kind of takes a lot of the shine out of Minneapolis for me.
But it'd be frozen, right, Christian? In February,
you know what's going to get a good one when it gets built is, did you see the renderings of the Washington Commanders' new stadium? At the RFK site that looks like it has like a memorial. It has like columns similar to the Lincoln Memorial. And that's how they're going to build the stadium, at least in the renderings.
Dome.
And it looked good. It looked good. I don't know
Everyone's
if they'd ever give the Kansas City will get one when they build that new stadium. I don't think they'll ever give Buffalo one at that new stadium.
Is it a dome in Buffalo?
No, that's an outdoor stadium.
Okay, yeah. So that's why I said, and I was about to say, I'm happy I clarified that, because it seems like everyone who's building new stadiums, they're going dome to get Final Fours, national championship games.
That's what Cleveland's trying to do. Chicago's trying to
Super
do
Bowl
the
games.
same.
Right.
I don't know.
And selfishly, I want.
They should put one in Lambeau one of these years.
Oh, they'd lose their minds. Yeah. They'd lose their minds.
The new days, you go to the warm city with a dome, with convention centers, and businesses get a boom. That's what they want.
But it eliminates the great game, the snowy games we see in Denver. You know, and remember,
Right.
I told you I had a bunch of former colleagues in Cleveland that could not stand that snow game because it didn't determine the best winner of the game. I completely disagree with that.
But they rolled the dice with MetLife. It ended up being like 45 and up, and it was like the weather was not a factor when they had the Super Bowl in New Jersey. I don't know why they rolled the dice once, but wouldn't do it another time.
It's just much more of a crapshoot.
When was that built? When the hell was
what?
Where in New Jersey, where the two New York teams play?
That's a good question.
They moved into it probably 2011, 13, or 12.
All I hear is
before that.
everyone complains about it. World football players,
if you've ever been,
NFL players.
You got to go to Newark Airport if you want to get to MetLife.
Can I
you
ask
don't go to
all
you
right,
don't go to LaGuardia or JFK. You go to Newark Airport.
Can I ask you guys something? Why are we building these things in godforsaken spots? Why build that there?
I mean,
why build where the Orange Bowl is?
Where are they going to build a stadium in New York City?
Yeah.
We don't need Central Park.
Put it in Central Park. I agree, it'd be great, but that's where you
I've
get.
been to
That's
New
part of the
Jersey.
reason why they moved the Levi Stadium outside of San Francisco. It's a hard place to build stadiums.
You know,
you need an open lot.
Yeah.
I think we could build an island in South Florida to where the Dolphins and the Hurricanes are playing closer to the city of Miami.
Just have it be an amusement park kind of thing. Where
just pops up next to J-Lo's house.
Take a ferry over.
I think we can make it work.
Soon. I don't know what the next couple of years, though. I know L.A. is next year.
And then the year after that, it is Atlanta.
It's Atlanta after that.
L.A.'s a top spot for the Super Bowl.
I haven't been to SoFi, so I don't know where it is in context of the rest of the city.
Went for a Browns game before the 20s.
Where is it in context of the rest of the city? It's in Inglewood.
Yeah, it's
a hike.
It's not good. Yeah, but it's a good stadium. It's a good place to watch a football game. Tough to get to. Fair?
Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Christian Cat. We'll talk to Steve Pollitt Sr. and get his boots on the ground from San Francisco. On the other side of things, it's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Many people start trimming trees when they hear a storm is on the way, but that leaves piles of branches on the ground that could become dangerous projectiles during a storm. Instead, having a year-round trimming plan is better for you, your neighbors, and the Solid Waste Authority of Palm Beach County. When trimming is done correctly and on schedule, your trees are stronger and more resistant to wind damage. After the storm passes, there's less vegetative debris, helping the SWA clean up your community faster. Learn more at swa.org/storm.
Hosting the big game at home? Bring Duffy's to your party with our Tailgate Takeout Party Packs. Build your own spread with award-winning jumbo wings, barbecue baby back ribs, classic cheeseburger sliders, sideline baskets, and more. No cooking, no stress. Just great food and great football. Plus, now through February 7th, pre-order Tailgate Takeout Party Packs and get double points on your Duffy's MVP card. Bring the big game feel and big game spread to you. Duffy's, our game is always on.
ESPN 106.3 is your home for live sports presented by Hard Rock Bet, home of Inter Miami, Miami Heat, and the Miami Dolphins. Catch all the action and the biggest matchups throughout the week right here on ESPN 106.3. Hard Rock Bet, it's Florida's official sports book. Try Hard Rock Bet now and receive up to $100 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida, must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. Wager terms and conditions apply. Considered by gambling. Call 1-888-ADMITTED.
Want to accelerate your career as a manager or executive in the exciting industry of sports? Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program is ranked #1 in Florida and 10th in the world. Students learn practical and applied skills from top faculty and experts who work in the industry. With a 94% placement rate for all grads, the full-time MBA program sets students up for success in the world of sports. Check out Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program today by going to business.fau.edu.
A resort destination beyond compare, yet conveniently close to home. The Breakers Palm Beach offers everything you desire with the service you deserve in a breathtaking oceanfront setting. Immerse yourself in unparalleled seaside glamour and enjoy all the Breakers has to offer as you create lasting memories with those who matter most. The best part, you don't have to travel far to feel worlds away. Visit thebreakers.com or call 1-800-BREAKERS today.
What would you do with an extra $700? You can earn up to $700 per year with Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Boost Checking pays 7.0 annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's up to $700 extra to do what you love. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit one checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Well, if you remember back from maybe week 16, I want to say, week 15, when DK Metcalf got into an altercation with a fan, a Detroit Lion fan in the stands, who a bunch of allegations were thrown around on either side. It turned out to be, I believe, this fan was calling him by his first full name instead of DK, and it bothered DK. DK grabbed him in the stands and even tried to throw a little bit of a jab, basically grabbing this guy who's, 6-7 feet above him in the stands. It turned into a whole situation. DK Metcalf was suspended for 2 games because of that. And Christian, what just happened?
So this guy's name's Ryan Kennedy. He also famous or infamously had a press conference like that week after the incident. His name's Ryan Kennedy, and he has officially filed a $100 million lawsuit against DK Metcalf, the Steelers, and the media company linked to Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharp, alleging defamation, negligence, and assault. Kennedy, I assume that the part of the lawsuit that's going towards Chad Johnson and Shannon Sharp and what DK Metcalf said falsely branded him as a racist. So he's trying to go over the assault angle and the defamation angle with a $100 million lawsuit.
I'm assuming DK, and I apologize, wasn't familiar. He went on with Unk. And DK said all that stuff with Unk and Ocho Cinco.
I don't think DK went on with him. I think those guys just talked about it.
I see. And he didn't like the way Unk and Chad Johnson were talking about
Unk isn't Shannon Sharp, yeah.
I'm sorry. I know Shannon. Listen, I actually like Shannon Sharp a lot. But anyway.
Wow, that's $100 million. I guess you got to shoot for the stars in this type of situation, right? You talk to any lawyer in the world, and they'll say just go for it all and see what they settle with.
Yeah, because one of those things, I feel like in lawsuits, when it's reputation damage, it's all Fantasyland numbers, right? Like, you're going to hurt my income for the rest of my life because a certain percentage of people took your word as gospel. You said I was this bad of a guy, and that's irrecoverable, Right. So I guess that number percentage is going to go to his lawyer, and they'll settle probably for a less amount. But $100 million.
I thought DK got off easy with that. That was a bad situation.
Listen,
2-game suspension, right?
2-game suspension, last 2 games of the season, and they got very lucky.
That's why I said, that's where I was going.
Very lucky. The fact that they were even in that position to begin with. And he played that last game. I guess it didn't make a difference. But I thought he was going to be out for the rest of the year.
That and Colin, we said, he almost cost him a playoff spot.
He sure did. And that would have been a most hated player on the Steelers if it did come to that. If DK Metcalf got a 2-game suspension and then they missed the postseason by losing to the Ravens that last game of the year.
That fan could have flopped and fallen over the railing.
I mean, he's just looking for money, right? That's all this is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. That's all this is.
You got to cash in on your moment.
I mean, why? I'll have to go back and watch what Unk and Ocho Cinco said because apparently it was that bad.
And that's what you could get him for that. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I got to go back and listen, I guess. to
Yeah,
what
so
was
now you're
talked
going to have to
about.
defend, and it's going to turn this whole legal process. I mean, here's the thing. The bottom line is DK was grabbing a fan in the stands. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if he actually did flop and fell onto the field?
Or
The
at least he
possibility.
got hit, too. Imagine if he got hit. Even
Yeah.
that. If he knew what the moment was. I remember because DK grabbed him, if I remember correctly, and then he sort of went for like a swipe or a jab, and it didn't even work.
Now, what did he say? What did he allegedly say?
Oh, he was
What did
calling
the
him by
fan-
his full name.
Okay, and
It was
that's it?
bothering him.
Okay.
Yeah, bothering
All
him. We talked about San Francisco being a host city. Don't really know much about it because Mike's never been to San Francisco. We got to talk to somebody who's been boots on the ground in that city that before. It's going to be boots on the ground for that Super Bowl week. The Good Karma Bread's president of Palm Beach Sports Commission Hall of Famer Steve Politzino with us now on Russo and Rizzo. Hi, Steve. What's going on?
First off, congratulations, guys. Got to give credit where credit is due, and that credit goes to Mike Rizzo, the champion, and Colin.
Thank you, Uncle Steve. And it was a 4-point game. Uncle Steve's talking about our youth basketball team. We played Steve's team in the championship. We won 2 out of 3 to beat Uncle Steve and get a trophy. Steve, I was worried at half. You guys were up 4 at half. You were up 7 at one point in that first half as well. But a strong third quarter partner and us really taking advantage of our layups and our close shots, I thought what it really was the difference.
Yeah, you made them. We missed them, and that was it. Great job by you guys. I kind of like the way, if you're going to lose, I like the way, like, we got good looks that just didn't go in, and your kids made them. So congratulations.
Yep, and you were without.
I'm disappointed for our squad. I feel terrible, but I'm happy for you and your team.
And Steve was without a featured player as well. So Steve was missing a really good player in Game 3
I was
too.
missing a player, but that's not. We had our chances.
Yeah.
There's no. I don't do that. We had our chances. I guess my point is we could have won the game. We were winning the game without the players, so I can't use that as an excuse.
Now,
Good job by you guys.
Steve, how's San Francisco going, partner?
I'll let you know when I'm there tomorrow.
Oh, you're not there yet. Okay,
Wait, I got faulty.
I had. Yeah, it's typical. You're producer. You're producer.
Yeah, Christian gave us
I got faulty information,
You guys are full of garbage. I got corrected by them, Steve.
I go, Steve. I go, Christian is Steve in San Francisco. He goes, yeah, he's been in San Francisco for a number of days.
It's a lie.
Thank you, Christian.
Yeah.
Excellent
No,
job.
I will be there tomorrow. I have been there in the past for Super Bowls. I have a pretty good feel, for it. It's a big city, so it's not. I don't want to liken it to when like the Super Bowls in New York. It got kind of like it's one of many things, but it's a big city and it's a vast area because the game itself is in Santa Clara. So large component around the media center. Of course, there'll be a lot going on. But this is a big area. You have people in Pebble Beach. You have people in Napa Valley. You have people in Santa Clara. It's really going to take a large area of attention.
Steve, tell us about Duffy's really quick before we head out.
All right, Duffy's big game experience. Let's go. Only a couple more days to get this thing done and guarantee your front row seat at Duffy's with the Stadium Style Snacks and the $10 coupon on your next visit. See, you get to go watch the big game there, and then you already get hooked up when you go back. And if you can't do it live there, do the tailgate takeout party pack. Another great option if you are hosting a big tailgate for the big game. 2 options at Duffy's. At Duffy's, our game is always on.
See you, Steve. See you, Mike. See you, Christian. See you tomorrow on ESPN 106.3.